Yo, I'm gonna give Nintendo. Oh my god, bro, Ragnarok? Man. Oh hell no, bro.
I got.
Yo, this is World Breaker Hulk mode,
Nintendo
bro.
literally out here. Nintendo tried to literally.
I'm gonna give Nintendo.
Like Nintendo's literally stealing from people, bro.
If y'all don't stop this foolishness,
yo,
but all right, I'm gonna say it before we get into it, man. I'm about to see what's going on.
Yo, I'm gonna give 6 Infinity Stones. I'm gonna use like 35 of them motherfuckers on this podcast, bro. Yo, oh my god, Nintendo's gonna get this work. Oh my god, bro. Yo, you know they messed up. You know they messed up. When I look at Xbox, I'd be like, you know what? I can't even be mad at y'all anymore. I'm gonna let y'all be. I'm gonna let y'all be. And listen, and it's like, and Microsoft's trying. Yo, Microsoft is a one-upper because out of all days they pulled that video, and I'm like, man, out of all days you pulled this, I swear video. You had to do it in a day when I'm after Nintendo, because any other day this whole podcast would have been on that. But no, Nintendo's gonna get
video. I video. I didn't even hold you, man. That video was nice.
Dude, that video had me on the floor.
Right, Ramon, what's up, player?
Yo, what's going on, Cole?
Man, both my nephews here, David and Ramon. Okay,
I can't, bro. Yo, when I saw that, I thought it was a joke because a dude named Jay Sentry sent it to me. I didn't click on the YouTube video. I just saw like the thumbnail. And the dude did look like Post Up, right? I'm thinking, Jay Sentry's fucking around. It wasn't until I went on Twitter and I saw like the YouTube Microsoft thing. I'm like, wait a minute. This is the Microsoft. This is the Xbox Game Pass account. I'm like, hold up. Let me click on this. And I saw it. I'm like, oh my God, this is real. Like, this is not a meme. This is not someone like Wild Pony's account didn't make this. This is Microsoft. They did this. I was like, yo, you ever seen the Wild Ponies? The Twitter account? The YouTube?
Man,
you know who they are? Hilarious. Yo, them dudes is funny. The Wild Ponies?
Oh my God.
Yeah. I be saying the same thing, bro. I be saying the same thing. I swear somebody be trolling.
Wild Ponies.
You never heard of them? Oh, you gotta follow them. Them dudes is funny, bro. The Wild Ponies? Yo, their YouTube account? Yo, them dudes is funny. God. Yo, them dudes is funny. I'm telling you, I got them all. I got all the dudes I follow. Yo, but I thought it was something they pulled. Like, no, this is like real.
Hey, whoever is approving these shits that they letting them post on Twitter, hey man, somebody need their job took, bro.
Yo, shout out to.
I don't know, man. I thought it was pretty cool.
Like, shout out to J Hart. It's all there. Here's my thing, Ramon. You know what? Hey, let me start. Let me introduce everybody. Hey, welcome, my friends, my family, my fellow gamers. Your only friend is YouTube Streets Porter Rock 77. Back with another one. Yo, I don't even know if this is like a gaming centric podcast. I don't know what to say today is. We're getting ripped off by Nintendo, the capitalist pigs that they are. We got 90s throwback for Game Pass. I don't know what we doing here today. I don't know what category of entertainment this is. This is just a weird day. But I'm going to start off, you know what I'm saying, with the panel members. Of course, we got, Optimus Code, who's always there to teach the education. And he's going to try and defend Nintendo. I'm warning you, Optimus, today's not the day. You just might, it's like,
Don't do that today,
yo, it's like a son, right? You have this son, right? And you're going to have your son's back. But sometimes when you're trying to teach your son how to fight and he just don't listen, you just be like, you know what? I'm going to just let him whip your ass then. I'm going to just sit here. Sometimes you have to let your son to get his ass whooped so he could come back and be humbled. Optimus.
Hey, just please don't die on this hill, bro.
Optimus, let your child get let your child get this ass whooping. Because they're reckless.
It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch, but sometimes you just gotta let it happen.
Nintendo's reckless now.
Be the hill you die on, man. Don't let this hill.
Let's get through these intros so that we can get this show on the road.
On the real, Nintendo. Nintendo's that kid where you be like, "Hey, you driving my car? Don't drink and drive." He's like, "Okay, Dad." He pulls out the highway drinking vodka out the window like this. Like, what are you? What? Yo, Nintendo's gonna get this work. Anyway, hey, we got Optimus Cole. What's going on, brother?
What up, man? Let's get to it. I don't need no introduction. I need to see what's going on with this fire and brimstone you talking about.
All right, my man. Steel City or Strictly City? I don't know. Everybody's confused. Just what's up, my brother?
Yo, we're shaking. Everybody was popping.
Okay, and we got
nephew,
and we got a guest. Oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, I was just saying what up, man. That's all.
All right.
Oh, what's up, nephew?
You talking to David or?
No, he was talking to Ramon, my bad.
Oh, Ramon, okay. And then next, we got our guest, right? We got an actor, right? Ramon Terrell, right? So let me tell you, so he's been, he's been in the community, in the gaming community, right? And I just saw his avatar, right? And I'm thinking, I know that actor. But I didn't know it was him, right? I thought, because you see a lot of people just, picking avatars from different people and stuff like that, right?
Just not themselves, right?
Yeah, so that's normal, all right? At first I was thinking, okay, that's random, but yeah, he must he's a good actor, right? And then I decided, I'm not following the dude. Like, we always talking, let me follow him. So I go to his main profile, and he has actor, or, author, and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. Is this really? Nah, is this really that dude? All right, because I recognize him. I'm like, I recognize him, Ramon, because I recognized him from many movies that I watched. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wait a minute. Like, he was. I actually probably one of the few people that recognized him because he was in Hey, you give your profile, Ramon. Because I know you did Arrow. I remember, which was a small part.
Yeah, just well, a few things here and there. Like first season of Arrow, got burnt alive as a fireman, so stick with the tradition of black actors, right? Yeah. No, but and Supernatural also. That was actually the first thing I ever worked on, so that was a lot of fun. Yeah. And
Once Upon a Time, I remember that.
Yeah, one of the merry men of Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah. Supernatural, you were in. You probably seen a lot of shows he was in, but like I have this weird thing, like I recognize a lot of actors and a lot of faces, and my wife catches all the time. I'm like, especially when she watches a show, right? And I'm like, hey babe, that's that person from this show that you watch. And she's like, no, that ain't the person. And I look at her like Charm, right? Like a lot of actors went through Charm, that show, and that's like one of her favorite shows. I'm like, yeah, it's from Charm. She's like, no, and she always argues, and then I always win that argument, and then like she gets mad, and we have no sex that night. Because I was like, yo, I learned. Well, like when I say something, I'm like, yo, whatever. She goes, no, that ain't it. I'm like, you know what? You're right. That isn't it. And I just leave it alone because there's consequences to me being right.
Smart man.
So I learned. I just learned to be wrong. Like it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? But what's up, Ramon, man? Thank you. Hey, so Ramon, give us a little thing about yourself. How did you find us? Because you are Hollywood. I walked by your Star Walk of Fame on Hollywood Boulevard. I'm like, oh shit, that's Ramon. How did you end up on the crumb side with us plebs? How did this happen?
Well, while I appreciate the edification, I'm at the stage in my career right now where I'm also crumb side. So, I mean, my star on the Walk of Fame is made out of pyrite, so it's not quite the same. And it's like how in Vegas where they have the strip, but then they have the old strip.
Yeah.
Where the dingy hotels are. Yeah. So that's where my star is. My star's over there.
But that's where the realness is at, though. That's where the real is at.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Nintendo about to try to steal that also.
Oh shit! They're about to overcharge that
too. Man, don't even get me started.
Oh man. No, but I'm glad you were able to hook up.
Steal the man's star, bro.
Yo,
I appreciate you having me on, man.
Yo, these dudes are about to buy tickets to like Best Buy entrances. Oh, you want to buy a PlayStation? You gotta pay Nintendo. Yo, you can't even buy a PlayStation unless you give Nintendo something. Like they're gonna own the entrances and stuff. Yo, it's crazy.
All I'm saying is before this Nintendo announcement, I thought that PlayStation was the one that was functioning with Wu-Tang Clan playing in the background. Yo. Cream.
Oh, casual. No, Nintendo got that on lock.
That was the.
There was like an article. There was like an article. They said Nintendo stood in a 12-hour meeting wondering if they have to charge $60 for Tropical Freeze. I'm like, what? 12 hours? I could do that. I could do that in 5 minutes. No. 5 minutes. No. No, Scotty. But we're gonna talk about that, man. We're gonna talk about that.
That's a Bugs Bunny mode. No.
We're gonna talk about. I know Optimus. I know Optimus is like this right now. All right, go ahead. Keep talking about my children like that. You're gonna get this one.
Man, I'm just waiting to hear some valid points because right now I just hear a bunch of
no. This is us coming. This is me coming down the ring. With Bad Bunny. When I step in this, there's an intro. Bad Bunny singing right now. When I get in this ring and they say let's get ready to rumble, 10 seconds, Nintendo's getting floored. It's gonna be the fastest knockout in history. It's ridiculous what they just did. But anyway, we're gonna start off. Hey, Ramon, thank you for welcome aboard. But we're gonna start off with a little topic. We're gonna start with Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, right? All right. I'm gonna ask you guys' opinion about Sony releasing a Director's Cut. Like is the game even a year old?
Nah.
Okay.
Almost.
It's close.
This is the
I think it came out in August, right?
August,
It either came out in July or August.
I want to say it was August because I think Last of Us dropped in July, if I'm not mistaken.
Like
June or July. It was one of the two.
Yeah, I think Last of Us dropped in June, and then this dropped in either July or August.
This is like releasing a Director's Cut while the movie's still in the theater. It'll
be over a year once the release date come out, though.
You know what that reminded me of? You ever seen Spaceballs? That scene where the guy talked about they have instant cassettes. The movie's already out before the movie even finished, so they started rewinding it fast forward so they could find the people. That's what this reminds me of, man. The game's already out before the game's even finished. They got instant cassettes. Like, what? Yo, this brings me up. I'm like, Director's Cut. I'm like, yo, this game is not even a year old and shit. Like, you already got Director's Cut? Like, yo, that's a fancy way of saying DLC. Like, all right, so let me ask you something. So we'll start with the guess. We're going to start with, how do you feel about this Director's Cut? And how do you feel about the price tag behind it? Do you think it should be free? Are you team free? Like, give me free? Or what's up?
Okay, so we got a res and performance boost already for free. So that's what a lot of people are glossing over that, but I'm just like, to me it just sounds like, okay, so I don't want that free version. I want the one that took more work. Okay. And it's like man, come on, man. Like we already got a res and performance boost. Okay. It doesn't have all the PS5 bells and whistles. Okay, but if you want. If you don't want to pay it, then you can buy the PS4 version and then play it with the res and performance boost. Okay. If I'm not mistaken. So I don't really see why, there's an issue. And then if you want all the bells and whistles, they had to put some work into that. If all they had to do was walk in and then flip a switch and then everything just goes up, then, I could say, okay, you really didn't do anything for that. But they did some work for that, so I don't see a problem with it.
Okay, so you feel like as an artist they put in this work and they need to get paid for this. Right? As a fellow artiste, right?
Well, I was always like this even before I was in the industry, but now that can be used against me. So
of the arts, you're gonna get paid for this talent as a thespian, right? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's like okay. I'm gonna give you an example since we go on that route. Right, yeah. Have you ever heard of in the movie theaters D-Box?
D-Box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so D-Box has already been around for years. It's not like they have to build the tech.
Oh, so let me ask you something.
Why do I have to pay extra to sit in the D-Box?
Let me ask you for just in case, for the artistically challenged like myself, can you explain what D-Box is?
Okay, basically it's where you go to it's like 2 rows in the movie theater.
Special seats
where
in the theater.
It's special seats. Yeah, and they rumble, they move around.
Oh, okay, got it.
So it gives you so if an explosion happens, your seat is gonna buck and move and everything. It creates immersion. It's almost like the dual sense of movie theater seats.
Oh snap! It's PlayStation 5 D-Box. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like getting pissed off because you're going to the D box, but you got to pay for the D box seat.
Like IMAX.
But it's like, okay, but yeah, like you can see exactly, but you can sit in the regular seats. But if you want the D box, then you're gonna have to pay a little bit extra. I mean,
that's a good boy. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? You want that D box, you got to pay the D bucks. That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
remember that for later.
All right.
Remember that for later. So
okay. No. All
right.
I'm telling you. I'm giving you a warning, Optimus. You know you never listen to my warnings. Ever. You never listen to my warnings. Ever, man. Yo, I give him warnings all the time. Yo, shout out to Julian Washington. Xbox gamers are the welfare recipients of the gaming industry, and Game Pass is Microsoft's Section 8 program. Oh my god,
that's messed up.
My chat is ruthless. They're ruthless.
That's rough, man.
No, but chat, I love you. But today we focusing on Nintendo. We all hands on deck. That's we're on the wrong front. We gotta fight that front. We're gonna give them this work. All right, Optimus. So you've been in the industry. You develop games. Give me your take on, deluxe edition, and also the pricing behind it. How do you feel?
I mean, I agree with Ramon. Like, at the end of the day, I think it's ludicrous to expect that people don't want to charge you for the work that they do. I think it's ridiculous to think that, well, because this person gave me something for free, that you have to give me something for free. I think it's ridiculous to expect that you're supposed to get the PS5 upgrade but don't want to pay for it. So because the thing that most people that I've seen it are complaining about, they're not complaining about the $20 for the additional content, and they keep calling it DLC like it's not DLC. But anyway, people keep complaining about the additional content, the expansion. People are not complaining about the expansion. They're complaining about the $10 next gen upgrade charge. That's the problem.
Okay.
And like a guy on Twitter said, he was like, if Sony just would have said it's $30, people would have been complaining. But since they broke it down that it's 20 for the content and 10 for the upgrade, now people think that they're supposed to get the upgrade for free. Because we have examples of people giving them free upgrades, but we also have examples of publishers not giving free upgrades. So, of course, the main people that's complaining are the ones that's not even on the platform. And so, for at least on my timeline, the majority of the people that I see complaining are people that don't have PlayStation, don't game on PlayStation, and is not going to be affected by this game. But, of course, this is the hot talking point. And I guess they trying to make some stand against evil and corruption. I really don't know what they trying to do. But to me, if Sony would have eaten the cost of the upgrade, I think that would have been some good PR. Like, that would have definitely been some goodwill. But I don't think in any way that they are obligated to eat the cost of it and like they somehow evil for charging for their work. Not at all.
Okay. So remember, there is a little bit of people on Twitter, Crumb side, they used the blow out the next man's candle to make theirs burn brighter tactic, right? So it's not about it's not about making your own candle burn brighter. It's let me put out this dude's candle and make mine look good by sabotaging another. So that's really a lot of play into this, right? Sleepy Lights just wanted to donate to you, bro. Mental health. He keep talking about streaming is the future. Oh, to my brother. You don't know why he wants to play. Simply because he's on Xbox. If he gets a PlayStation, there's a lot of clarity to gaming. But when you're on Xbox Series X, you think look at Stadia, you look at everything else. I'm just joking, man. Shout out to Sleepy Lights. Steel City. You know what I'm saying? Yo, let's get this one out now. So now, you got Optimus and got Ramon. Those are the big wheels. Those are the dudes that drive the Mercedes. I need a dude that takes the bus like me. You understand what I'm saying? That lives that takes the I need a view. I need the view. I need the view of a dude. I need the dude that drives the Iron Horse. That takes the train. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you talk about Mercedes. I drive a Prius. All right.
stop lying. You know, this dude. You know, we're talking to people that hang out with, you know, Ramon's out there with Christina Aguilera. You know what I'm saying? He's out there, you know, with Christopher Walken, Al Pacino. He's that crew, right? And then you got Optimus. He's hanging out with, you know, all the tech guys. You know what I'm saying? All the smart guys. You know, the creator of Facebook and, you know, Bill Gates. He's in that crew. Me and you, we like hanging out with two like crew. You know, that's who we deal with. You know, so I need to do with the gutter. That's it. You know what I'm saying? With a 40 and Hawaiian punch. That's how we roll. Yeah, so I need your view.
Hey, I'm sitting on the stoop with a Huggy, fam. You already know that.
Man, while y'all tripping, they probably make more money than all of us put together.
Ramon out there, he's out there, men's health, showing his 6-pack and shit, and like how I got like this in Spartacus and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know. Optimus is out in Scientology. You know, he's in Science, his first magazine about, you know, nominee for Nobel Prize. Me and you, we trying to get the next, you know, Wu-Tang tape. So I need your view on this. Take it down to the gutter.
Hey man, like I said, I'm on the stoop with a Huggy bottle and some flaming hot Cheetos, bro. That's all. But with that being,
what's up?
With that being said, man, the same people complaining, you know, about this $10, you know, upgrade for the PS5 features. These are the same people that bought both DualSense controllers. So I don't understand,
because it's red and black.
So and
the plates and the $50 plate.
Damn. Like, so you gonna buy the controllers that you play the system with, but you're not gonna buy the content in which you bought the controllers for.
Oh,
okay,
man.
I got it. So you know,
facts.
That's one thing. And look, the second part is this: the $10 upgrade is specifically for PS5 features, right?
Yeah.
You know, but these same people, like, well, you ask them, oh, well, do you have a problem with $70 games? No. Okay, so what is your problem with this $10 increase in price? Because that's going to equate to $70 for the upgrade. You know, so, man, these people, man, they just some big-ass hypocrites. And, you know, they just always want to talk about something that's, you know, fits their agenda, but they'll be making no damn sense at the end of the day. Good. So I'm going to go back and sit on the stoop with my Huggy bottle.
That's it. My man kept it real. You know what I'm saying? You know, great points.
I really wish I could pay $70 for games. I wish I could pay $70.
Man, you probably make them shits.
Oh, I wish. Man, I'm jealous. I got a couple friends who have been in games that you played recently.
Yeah.
I have a husband and wife friend, two friends that did the stunts for Miles Morales.
You had a husband and you had a wife. I'm like, man, this nigga big baller.
I'm telling
Let me rephrase that for those that might have just came in.
That's it. They clipped it.
Two friends that are husband and wife.
Oh,
all right. I was like, eyeball emoji, bro.
It's too late. They're not. Oh shit! They clipped that. That's it. Oh man, this is so messed up. This went left. Too late. It's too late. They're already on Twitter.
They're already about to be in the news.
They're already on Twitter. Man, they're already saying you're Mormon now. Oh shit. Shit. God damn.
Like, he got a husband and a wife. Like, man.
Hey, somebody make sure they.
No wonder you driving a Prius, man. Shit, one wife got me broke. I can't imagine two spouses. I would drive a Prius too. Yo, shout out to Cole. He said, appreciate your service, Rock. Yo, thank you, bro. Thank you, Optimus. Yo, shout out to yo.
You want to get that out the way now,
because it
ain't gonna seem like it later. So let me go and get that out the way right there.
All right, so you three brought out great points, right? You know what I'm saying? Here's what's weird part, right? This is the first time in almost any generation where I see early adopters looking for value deals, and I'm like, I never seen that before. Because usually, if you're an early adopter, you get your launch consoles, you start buying stuff the first year, you're paying big money because that's part of being one of the first people to do it. You're paying for that, like you get the console brand new, you get the games day one. That's expensive. Usually the people that look into value, they usually don't get consoles like 2 to 3 years into it. Because at that point, you'll get, maybe a $50 or $100 price drop on the console. A lot of the games that already came out over that 3-year period already have price reductions. Some of them already show up on PS Plus. Those are the value guys. The value guys are patient. You know what I'm saying? They're like the 2-3 year wait because, you know, the games are cheap. The console got maybe a price drop or two. You know, at that point, there might be a nice, you know, Black Friday deal where you get a console for like, let's say the $500 PS5 might be $400 plus a $50 gift card. And by that point, games like Returnal, Horizon Zero Dawn, Kena, they're probably like $10, $15. You know, all the games that we paid $70, they'll be like $15 in 2 years. Some of them may even be free or like some kind of deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird how many people want a good deal buying OLED TVs for $1,500 and paying $499 for consoles. Like, what?
That's like, what I'm saying, bro. These same dudes are upgrading to 4K TVs before the next-gen consoles drop. But then you don't want to shove out $10 for for upgrade on features for the console.
Like who buys a Lamborghini and worry about the price of gas? Like, what? Like, what? Like that don't make sense. Like, you know, the hustle, man. I don't know why bots are complaining because at the end of the day, it's MS fault for not being better competitors and forcing Sony to eat the upgrade cost. You think that's part of it? You think Microsoft... Let me ask you this. We'll start with Ramon. Do you think because overall, Microsoft as a first party, up to this point, today, not talking about the future, but talking about right now, they haven't been firing all cylinders as a first party. They're not really a first party powerhouse in terms of creating the best games. Do you think that bears a factor in like Sony sees it as, well, yeah, you can't compare what we push out with what they push out because their games aren't really worth $60. Like, we push out some of the best games in the industry. Our competitor at this point hasn't been doing that for a couple of years. You think that might have something? You think when Microsoft starts pushing the big blockbusters, you know, that puts some heat on Sony? Or do you think Microsoft will be like, hey, now that we're pushing big blockbusters, yeah, we're raising the price too. Now that we're on that level. What do you think?
That's actually a really big question mark that I'm curious about because it could go either way. Microsoft is kind of in the mode where they're trying to run a little faster because they're trying to, you know, kind of catch up. So it would be a tremendous goodwill, not to mention a kick in Sony's shin if they did stay with 60. But at the same time, you know, are they going to leave that money on the table? I can't really even... Like, I'm 50-50 on it because on the one hand, like, once they actually start releasing true next-gen games that aren't on any other of their previous platforms, you know, it's going to be interesting. And then I remember, and I'm probably going to get roasted in the chat for this, but I was listening to RDX one night. Okay. And Fonz asked a really good question to, I think it was Aaron Greenberg, and he was like, you know, what's up with the $70 price thing? Are you guys going to do that?
I know what you're talking about.
Well, you know, he kind of danced around the question, and it was, I mean, nobody would expect the man to actually answer definitively one way or another, but you know, the fact is he still kind of danced around it. So I think they're, you know, kind of sitting back and watching all of the fallout for this, but I would not doubt for a minute that they're not at least entertaining the idea. Like, I think it could go either way.
So hold on real quick. I want to just say, because people keep saying the $70 games, people focus on that. But Sony games are not just a definitive $70. Those games range in price from $49 up to $70. But of course, people always only focus on the $70. The majority of the games so far have not been $70.
Yeah, that's true. And then also, it's not like, you know, they're arguing with Sony, but they're gonna buy Battlefield 2042 for $70.
Exactly.
And they're gonna buy Call of Duty.
Absolutely.
Honestly, I don't think I've heard any complaining about the Battlefield price at all.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And then they come with, but it has multiplayer. But I'm like, the previous Battlefields had multiplayer, and it was 60. So,
but that's all subjective because multiplayer means almost nothing to me.
Yeah, like if you don't play it too, you know what I'm saying? The whole point is, like, everything that we're gonna get in terms of multiplayer, single player, or any combo of was done at $60. It's not like Battlefield 2042 is doing something new that, you know, like a new gameplay style or something. You know, the previous Battlefields had, you know, so it's nothing new, right? But it's okay, right? So EA charging $70, 2K basketball. It's an annual rehash, and they're gonna sell it at $70. No one has a problem with it. Madden, I guarantee people are gonna pay $70 for Madden and complain about how crappy the game is. It's gonna be $70 when they start releasing college games. $70, right? Bet you when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, they're gonna be paying $70. You see what I'm saying? So. Like, the whole industry, little by little, is going with $70. Yeah, Microsoft is not going to box themselves in and say... So, you're right, because I heard that, somebody clipped that with Aaron Greenberg on Twitter, saying, like, he didn't definitively answer the question. It's because he's not going to box the company in. He can't make a statement like that. Aaron Greenberg cannot tell anybody. It's not within his scope to say, oh, yeah, we're never going to raise the price. They're not going to say that. Boy, they would have fired his ass. Them board members would look at him like, yeah, exactly. You need to go. Because, can't box him in. All right. But, yeah, so, all right. So, but overall, who's interested in the game? Are y'all going to get the upgrade?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, absolutely. Not even a question. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we all down. All right, cool. That's what's up. All right, so let's move on. What's up?
Real quick, though, Ramon. Ramon, he was, like, discarded the fact that there is no campaign because he don't care about the campaign, which is fine, of course, but it still demonstrates that they're giving you less content for a higher price. And
that's right. It doesn't have a campaign.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It's multiplayer only. Right. That's true. While previous Battlefields had a campaign and multiplayer at a cheaper price.
So if you like the campaign or not is not the point.
Yeah.
It is. But it highlights the issues like people pay for what they think is valuable. And if the multiplayer alone is valuable to you, then who am I to say, well, no, they don't have a campaign, so you should be against it? Man, go away. Like, go somewhere. People pay for the things that they think are valuable.
Yeah, they pay for what they like.
Yep.
Can I throw something on the back of that?
Of course.
Yeah, go ahead, nephew.
So when I was working at a Comic-Con and I was working at a booth, at a book booth, and we were selling our books. And there's this one author. I mean, he's like mega best-selling author, international best-selling author. I mean, his stuff has been adapted and all kind of crazy stuff. Anyway, he had fans that would come up and like to get their book signed, and they start crying and stuff. I mean, it was really something to watch. Well, he had ARCs for sale, and ARCs stand for Advanced Reader's Copy. People pay in the 50s, 60s, 70s, $100, $200, sometimes even $300 to purchase these advanced reader copies. And what they are is the first draft, uncorrected, no cover book.
Okay, so his original thoughts before
editing. Now, I'm the biggest fan in the world. I'm the biggest fanboy in the world of R.A. Salvatore. But I have never once purchased an ARC of his books because, like, I don't see value in spending that much money to get a product that. It's almost like buying the game that doesn't have the
QC.
Patch and
it wasn't QC.
Glitchy mess.
It wasn't QC.
However, though, who am I to tell that person who saved up $200 to buy this ARC of their favorite authors so that they can put it on their shelf, and that has value to them? It may not have value to me, but that's the world to them. So I mean, how am I gonna throw shade on that? That put a smile on that person's face to do that, and I consider it a blessing that they actually have the ability to do that.
In that case, I'm glad you said, in that case, that ain't nobody's business. But the only time that I would insert myself in that personally, if I just seen him selling ARC for $2 to one person, and here come this other person, and now he taxing them $300.
Exactly. Exactly.
Why don't you do it the same? But other than that,
If I'm paying $200 for ARC, he better read it to me. I'd be like, I'm reading this shit. You read this shit. I paid $200.
And correct the mistake.
Start reading.
Not even a cover. Cover.
And dramatic. I want it dramatized. Oh, man, but that's what's up, man. I didn't even know they did that. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. The most populars out there have they have ARCs, and they can run up into the hundreds. I'm pretty sure if you're George R. R. Martin, it's probably like $1,000, but I don't know for certain. But oh yeah, And that's all value, perceived value by the customer who's buying it.
It's entertainment. It's really all comes down to entertainment. So yeah. All right,
exactly.
All right, so that's a good point. All right. So we're gonna go to the next topic. You know, oh snap! I'm out here bullshitting, and I didn't even have my my media up. Man, that's a shame. Okay, that was Ghost Media, huh? But let me go with State of Play. All right, so Sony announced a State of Play this Thursday, and you got people crying because they're showing indies. I don't understand this community. Didn't they cry that PlayStation didn't support indies? Like, yo, I couldn't be in charge of PlayStation. I couldn't, bro. I couldn't be in charge of PlayStation. I would tell y'all to fuck off at this point and get fired. I would tell y'all to fuck off. I bet fuck you. I don't give a shit. Like, 1 minute y'all crying, oh my god, Sony don't support indies. And then be like, all right, we got some shows, we're gonna show some indies. Oh my god, y'all showing indies. The hell you want them to do? So you want them to support indies without showing indies? How does that work?
Wasn't it called Indie Station last year?
You remember that? Oh my man, that's what I'm talking about. You remember? Yeah. I don't get it. You know, like here's the thing. So,
it's weird.
Here's the thing. Weird. So we'll start off with this. So Ramon, so announcement, State of Play. What do you think about it? What do you expect? You know, good, bad, in between. What's up? How do you feel about this?
Well, the Deathloop thing is cool and all, but I'm probably gonna avoid that because I know I'm pretty much sold on it anyway. So I might catch a little bit of it just to see. But the indies, man, I'm more looking to buy more indies now than I ever have been because there's so much creativity and the tech is so good now that they can create some amazing experiences. And I mean, I think it's great. It's, you know, it's giving them a platform, you know, and I mean, it's not going to be like a huge platform because they're only going to have they're going to share half of the State of Play with Deathloop, but I mean, they're getting half the platform. So, I mean, I think it's a good thing.
Okay. Do you think the reaction is because Microsoft, you know, a few weeks ago, they had their E3. So
that's exactly what it is.
So everybody's a counter. They wanted a counter and that this isn't a proper counter. So it's more about the competition with Microsoft rather than the actual merit of the show itself and what it's trying to do.
Well, here's the thing that I think people get caught up in is they think that these companies need to do exactly the same thing. If Microsoft tried to do exactly what Sony has been doing and killing it, Microsoft would be in huge trouble because Sony has that sauce and that formula that works, but it doesn't necessarily work for Microsoft. Microsoft chose a different path, and I know everybody's like, the games aren't here yet. We gotta wait till this. Yeah, you know. But at the same time, you know, I bought a Series X, and it's the first Xbox I ever bought. In some ways, I'm actually like your brother. I'm enjoying all that backlist while I'm waiting. But you can see the roadmap that they have, and they're making a serious concerted effort. They're not trying to do what Sony does because, you know, they're already. It's like, you know, it's freaking like, you know, Ben Kenobi's up and he's like, I got the high ground, and then, you know, Anakin's like, you underestimate my power, and then he jumps and gets chopped up.
Yeah, you better stay your ass down. You better stay your ass down there, youngin.
You better take the roundabout route. You know what I mean? So they found a smart way to do it to make their comeback, and they're in the process of doing that. So you can't. People are caught up thinking they have to do the exact same thing. Sony doesn't have to go balls to the wall like Microsoft does, and they're feeding bits here and there, and although it's making people annoyed, at the same time it's also keeping them hungry for more.
Yeah, okay.
And it works.
Good point. Yeah, it's working. Good point. Good thoughts. Okay, I appreciate that. Optimus.
Yo.
Okay, so what do you think? The State of Play announcement, what's up? How do you feel about this?
I mean, I think it's fabulous, and I don't understand why people would be against it. I hear what you're saying about they won't answer, quote unquote, to Microsoft or whatever, but this is not Sony's summer show. This is a State of Play specifically for Deathloop, and they've been consistent with this, right before the game is released, they always do a state of play with detailed gameplay. They did it for Returnal, they did it for Ratchet and Clank, and now they're doing it for Deathloop. It's right on par. And they were very clear in the wording on their blog. This state of play will not have anything about the next God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, or anything about our next gen VR. But stay tuned. We will have another announcement soon, with stuff coming up during the summer. So people, I guess, expect this to be Sony's E3 equivalent or their summer show, but they've been very clear this is not what that is. This is a state of play to highlight Deathloop the way we've been doing, and we got more announcements coming soon. So really, they just need to shut up and wait. And I agree with Ramon on the other stuff. Like, they don't need to answer. They don't need to do shit because Microsoft did something. They move at their own pace. I wish they would start trying to react to the shit that Microsoft is doing. Let Microsoft sell 5 consoles, and then we can start talking about that. But until then, yeah, they can just miss me with that. Yeah.
Oh man, appreciate it. Hey, shout out to Andrew Wilkins. Shout out to Nintendo for that finesse move. Nintendo and Xbox fans put up with anything from their lame company of choice. Oh my god, my chat is ruthless today. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with both of you. You know, the state of play is just a consistent rhythm that they have. You know, and there's like a major game close by, they spotlight that specific game, which gives it that good attraction. You know, for anybody who's not keeping up or wasn't paying attention, well, that's a good opportunity to bring some recognition to that game. And then also, it's a great venue for their indie support. Their state of plays, it seems like, is not in line with like a big show event. Whether it's a summer show event or fall show event, I think it's two separate things. I think the state of plays we're going to see consistently, maybe 3, 4, or 5 a year. And it's always going to be specifically to an up-and-coming game, bring some awareness, and then maybe some indies that people don't worry about. So I accept the state of play for what it is. It's a specific show that's going to be consistent throughout the year, and it's going to target a specific game and a couple of indies. And they're just going to keep going. Like, I don't
Rock, remember, they did it last year with starting with The Last of Us, and then they had them kill that dog in the state of play. People was complaining the cruelty to animals or whatever because you killed a dog in the video game. Yeah. And then they did the state of play with the details for Ghost of Tsushima right after that. It's like they've been doing this with every release. They have been dropping a state of play with the details.
Okay. Yeah. So
I agree with you. That's going to continue. It's not new.
Oh wait. Okay. All right. So I think I cut out real quick. I think it's just. I think
I was just about to see.
Yeah. So I think it's just timing. Because of Microsoft's E3, and then this is the first thing Sony answers. People are making connections that just isn't there. Like, this state of play has nothing to do with an answer back to E3.
Also, one thing, Rob. One thing. Keep in mind, there was this rumor from, I guess, some famous PlayStation influencers, which I don't know who those people are, but there was this rumor that the Sony show was going to be on the 8th. And so this is happening on the 8th, but it's a state of play. And so those people have been backtracking. So we have another instance where these influencers have been writing checks that they can't cash. Yeah. And so setting expectations. And I think that's why Sony was clear to point out this is not none of that stuff. This is the state of play focusing on Deathloop.
So I'm going to be honest. I don't listen to PlayStation insiders because they're trash. I'll be the first to honest. Like, I'll be honest. Xbox insiders are better than PlayStation insiders. And I think it's because Microsoft or people that work on Microsoft are more supportive because they're using that as a kind of like a high media edge. So I think more often than not, an Xbox insider for some stuff have been more right? And I think they're using that as their leverage. While Sony, I don't think they're playing anything. I don't think they're giving anything to anybody. I don't think they want to be involved with that because I don't think they trust anybody. Because I'll be honest, you hear journalists live on air actually admit they don't care about a specific company because they don't get free shit. Like, they literally admit that. Right. It's to the point where they're not afraid to tell you, and they get no backlash because of it. They actually tell you up front, right? Yes. So I think Sony realizes, like, wait a minute, we can't really trust any of these people because it's like a hitman. It's whoever's the highest bidder, you know. So I think Sony's playing close to everything, close to the chest, and they present the info the way they want and how they want it, and with these state of plays and PlayStation blog stuff and whatever. But PlayStation insiders are garbage, all of them. You know, I'm a PlayStation guy. I will tell you, they are garbage, like bad, They're trash. I'm like, God damn, these guys are terrible. Like, absolutely terrible, bro. Like, for real. I'm like, I stay away from them. I'm like, man, let them be. Fist of Sage. Nintendo may as well have called that system the Nintendo Finesse. Nintendo's going to get this work so bad. Oh, my God. I'm salivating right now. Game over, Brian. Question for Code. What do you think's going on from tech perspective? PS5 SSD expansion bay. Do you think we'll see it this year? Do you have any?
So I think we'll see it this year.
Okay.
I don't know. But my honest opinion, I don't think the problem is anything with the PS5 or the technology itself. I think it's exactly what Sony said all those months ago. We have to wait till there are compatible drives. And the drives that you're going to put in here have to meet a certain standard. And we will let you know when there are drives available. I think some drives are starting to become available, but I think the price is unattractive. And Sony understands that this is a consumer level product for console buyers, not like PC players who's used to paying $400 and $500 for a drive or whatever. I think paying the same cost or near the same cost of the console will be off-putting to this consumer base. So I think that they're trying to get the right drive at the right price. And I don't think it has anything to do with the PlayStation itself. But he was very clear, like, we're going to have to wait until drives become available. Do not go out and buy any of these drives because they will not work.
Well, okay. I hope that answers your question. Game over, Brian. As far as state of play, I agree. I mean, it's a consistent show. I'll be honest. I'll ask you this, guys. For me, over the last 3-4 years, most shows haven't impressed me in general. Like, it wasn't really something... I don't know. Maybe it's because I've been seeing shows for so long that they lost their appeal. But, like, a lot of shows ain't really as exciting as it used to be. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather just...
Wait, I don't know what you're saying. You mean the content that you're seeing or the presentation?
Like everything. Like for example, like this. Like, all right, let's take E3 right now. What's the most memorable thing you could remember right now from this past E3? Like, what stood out to you? Like, oh my God.
For me, Breath of the Wild 2 sneak peek.
Man, you know, boy, I'm gonna give you this work with Nintendo. Oh my God, you're gonna get this work. You're gonna get this work, man. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing, like everything they presented, I could just watch on YouTube in 5 minutes. Like, to me, the best thing was something I already saw, which was Battlefield 2042, and we already saw that. Like, I don't know, like E3.
For me, it was Horizon 5.
Horizon. Forza Horizon 5?
He said E3, sir. Horizon was not at no E3.
Wasn't that Xbox? Wasn't that the Xbox showcase?
Yeah, it was. It was on the Xbox show.
Oh, Forza Horizon.
Yeah, Forza. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon 5. Yeah, okay. That was that wild thing.
My bad.
To me, that was the most entertaining, I admit. Forza Horizon was the most entertaining when they said 4K 30, no ray tracing. You know me. You know me, dog. Yo. Microsoft says, hey, Porter, here's the button to the nuclear code. Enjoy. I was like, yeah, this is all me? Beep. Yo, that was probably the best thing for me when they announced that. I was like, oh, these fanboys gonna get this work. All that 4K 30 talk. Oh my God, that was the best thing for me. And you know, it's sad when crunch size is like the best thing. You know what really was the last time I really enjoyed E3, and this is just me personally, was 2016. That E3 was the bomb. Before that, after that, it's like I can't even remember most of them. I'll be honest. Like, I honestly can't. Like, most of the E3s, like, it's just so unmemorable. And the reason why I remember 2016 was because of God of War and Spider-Man. Like, those two on the show, I was like, holy, especially Spider-Man. That, out of anything else, surprised me. If there was one game that probably surprised me the most this gen, or in a long time, was Spider-Man. When that became exclusive to PlayStation, I was like, how though? how they pulled that off, dog. Like, yo, that's crazy. They got Spider-Man locked down as an exclusive. I'm like, yo, Sony's not playing. That's it. Like, most of the stuff I probably could have just spent on YouTube for a couple of minutes and just watch the stuff. And I'd be like, all right, that's dope. I could rock with that. I don't know. You know, so to me, it's more. But
when is that not true? That's always true. You can always just watch the cliff notes on YouTube. I don't understand what you're saying.
I just don't feel excited over these shows. I don't know if it's the presentation. I don't know how they presented.
So like when Keanu Reeves walked out on the stage, you didn't think that was nice?
Nah, I didn't see that. I was like, oh shit, Keanu Reeves is on stage. I'm like, wow. I'm like, yo, I'll be honest. It's just, dude. Maybe it's just me. I just don't know. Like, it just doesn't hit, man. Like, for real, I watch these shows, like even like the Xbox show, I was like trying to do other stuff for other show. I mean, I don't know, man. It's just like, maybe I just don't have the attention span to watch these shows no more. I don't know. It's just crazy. It just doesn't feel the same. I don't know what it is. Like, how about you guys? You guys still get excited? Like this E3, was it like a wow for you guys? I'm talking like everything. All the shows combined. E3 overall. Ramon, we'll start you. E3 overall was like a wow for you?
I'm not gonna lie. I can't even remember when's the last time before this one. I can't remember when's the last time I've watched one as it was showing, like, you know, air quotes live. Yeah. And the only reason I watched this one live was because I was on Fonz's show, like I think it was right after it. Okay. So, you know, I was watching it for that. Okay. But other than that, like, you
didn't want to get caught out there. That's why. You don't want to get caught out there when Fonz asks you a question. You're like,
which E3 it was.
You don't want to get caught frauding. That's it.
Right. Well, I got my. Well, see, that
was homework.
Once I got my time wasted by an E3 once, and then after that, I was like, yeah, I'll catch it afterwards where I can fast forward.
My man Ramon was like, hey, have your people call my people. We do lunch. Yeah, Ethan. Yeah, good. Yeah, call my people. All right, we will hook up. You just don't want to get confronted. Go on Fonzarelli's podcast, and you don't know nothing. You didn't see any games, and Fonzarelli's gonna be like, "Why are you even here?" Oh shit! My man had to do homework.
That's how Hard 8 be doing me, Rock.
Hard 8's a motherfucker, right? He always try to catch us. He always try to catch us on some false shit, man. Always. You can't sleep on. Shout out to Hard 8. You can't sleep on that dude. He will catch you. He will catch you on anything, bro.
Bro, he'll text me. He like, Code, watch this movie before the podcast. And he said, you know, a few times, like, watch this.
You better watch it, because he will.
Movie before the podcast, old man. Yeah, so we talking about it. Like, watch it. Like, all right, I got it.
I forget. He called somebody. Somebody goes, hey, I got rent, I got cars, whatever. And Hardy comes out, oh, so you'll buy clothes, you'll buy food, and you'll pay rent, but you won't pay for games. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, I forgot he did that too. He did it to you. Was it you? Who he did that to?
Man, he be saying so much stuff to me. I don't even be remembering
that. So you'll pay your mortgage, but you won't pay for these games. That's how we do it, huh? I was like, I never seen that, bro. You out here frauding. What kind of game are you? You'll buy food, you'll pay for medical expenses, but you won't buy your games. I was like, what?
Bro, he just got on me because I want to add it to my Amiibo collection, man. He ain't having it, bro. Yeah, he be cracking me up, man, for real. And man, the wife, every time, man, the wife be laughing at everything he say, like he's just so funny. I'm like, why is you laughing at
like this? That shit ain't funny.
Like, man, stop.
You watching this right now, taking notes. You're like, yeah, I'm ready for your ass.
He's like, oh, y'all talking shit. I got this. I'm gonna see your ass Sunday. Oh, Mega Devo Game Pass is for Mama Beach. Yo, I'm not even gonna say it. All right, and Sleepy Lights, I'm out. Good luck to you and your bro. All right, shout out Sleepy Lights. He's probably from Europe. It's late out there. Andrew Wilkins, P-Rock. You see that Game Pass music vid commercial? This proves GP numbers are low. Bring on Clown David and Forte to damage control GP's failure. Man, they're good people, man. Let Microsoft do what they do. But we're going to talk about the next topic right now. This is it. We're gonna give Nintendo this work. Look at this trash. All right, so we're gonna start out with this article. So Nintendo announced a new Switch to be released in October, right? Let me read.
I think October 8th. I think it is something like
Switch
that.
OLED, right? Let's see. So let me see if I could get the Nintendo announcement, right? Okay, because I want it straight from Nintendo. I don't want Cockatoo or anybody else, with this. Okay, meet the newest member of the Nintendo Switch family. The new system features a vibrant 7-inch OLED screen, a wide adjustable stand, a dock with a wired LAN port, 64 gigabits of internal storage, and enhanced audio. 7-inch OLED screen. Feast your eyes on vivid colors and crisp contrast when you play on the go. Yo, I can't.
What's so funny? I need to understand what y'all laughing at. What's so funny? That sounds like a great advertisement so far. What's the problem?
Yo, the Joker can't even laugh harder than this shit. Oh my god, this shit is incredible. These guys got balls, bro. See the difference the vibrant screen makes whether you're racing at the top speed or squaring off against enemies. Jesus fucking Christ. Yo, wide adjustable stand. They got a whole paragraph on the fucking stand. Flip out the sturdy stand for easy viewing in tabletop mode. Yo, I'm just expecting them to say, but wait, there's more. If you order now, you'll get 2. I'm just waiting for this shit. Oh my god, find your best angle. They really gonna talk about adjust the stand to find the optimal viewing angle. Perfect for quick multiplayer game with a buddy. Built-in wire LAN port, because in 2021, that's a hot topic to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. Connecting online, and it has 2 stars after it, so there's a caveat to this shit. Using the dock's LAN port when playing in TV mode. 64 gigs of internal storage. Save games to your system with 64 gigabits of internal storage. They repeated the same sentence back to back. Enhanced audio. Enjoy enhanced audio from the system's onboard speaker. Okay. 3 modes in one. So they're just going to go over exactly what the original Switch does. Oh my god. 3 modes in one. Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch OLED model systems are designed to fit your life. Transforming from home console to portable system in a snap. We're going to get rid of this home console bullshit. Today, that advertisement ends. We ending that bullshit. We're going to end that bullshit today. TV mode. Dock your system to enjoy HD gaming on your TV at 720p, right? Tabletop mode. Flip the stand to share the screen, then share the fun with a multiplayer game. In handheld mode. Pick it up and play with the Joy-Con controllers attached to enjoy 7-inch OLED screen. Oh my god. So we're going to start off. We're going to save me for laugh because, oh my god, I'm about to blow up. Ramon. $350 OLED Switch. What do you think about it? Coming this October.
Okay, so I gotta start off with a question / scenario first. I know I'm pretty sure you do, Code, but P Rock, you've seen that? You remember that movie Jackie Brown with Pam Grier?
Oh yeah, right? Yeah, Pam Grier, yes. Okay,
now you remember when she got arrested and they had her in the interrogation room, and she's just talking, and then they pull out that bag of Coke and sitting on the table, and she's like, "What's that shit?"
Yeah.
Yeah. So that I'm not saying that the new Switch is shit, but what I'm saying is a lot of people who were expecting the Pro was like, "Yeah, this is what I'm talking about right here. We about to see the Pro. What's that shit?" Like that was what I saw on Twitter all day today. The reactions had me in tears for hours. As far as my opinion, like I'm just imagining my TV. Like I'm just imagining buying an OLED screen and a 720 display. Like what? It's seven. Like does it display higher than 720p now? Or, I mean, is it going to be 18? Is it at least going to be like 1080p? Because it seems kind of pointless to have an OLED screen for 720p.
That's
like I don't know. I'm asking.
That's like buying a Bose system with a cassette player. Like fuck, fuck is you talking about?
And I mean, on top of
8-track Bose
okay,
system?
so I bought the original Switch. I hadn't owned a Nintendo console since like the NES. Like I had a Super Nintendo for like 6 months, and I hadn't had one since because Nintendo and me, we just grew apart, which is fine. I bought a Switch because I was like, okay, Breath of the Wild looks fire. I want it. Bayonetta 2 and Bayonetta 1 and 2 came in a pack. I'm like, okay, cool. I had the first one on PS3. You know, I didn't get the experience Bayonetta 2, so okay, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and grab it. And then but what sold me on the Switch was all of that, and then I saw that little micro teaser for Bayonetta 3. When I saw that, I'm like, I'm in. I'm good. So, you know, I'm enjoying, you know, Breath of the Wild and Bayonetta 2. And then, you know, even though I'm not the biggest for Mario, I went ahead and got Odyssey, and I enjoyed that. And then I got Link's Awakening, which I thought was going to be, you know, a little better than it was. It was okay. It was fun, but it wasn't, you know, if I had it to do all over again, I wouldn't. I'm glad I bought it used. And by the way, real quick, Nintendo games up here, the same price as last gen games. Yeah, they $80. So there's not very many Nintendo games that I bought new because I'm not paying $80 for a 2-year-old Nintendo game. I'm up in Canada for those that don't know. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, they're $80 last gen price. Jeez. So I'm not going to even get into how I unasked $200 between Ratchet and Clank and Returnal. I have no regrets because I enjoyed myself. But everybody talking $70, and I'm like, can I have that?
Yeah, can I? Oh man, you wish you could get some $70 games because your shit is $80.
I wish I could get $70 games. Yeah, exactly. They know last gen is $80. They $90 now. But when I saw that, oh yeah, dude, it's a kick in the nuts. But I'm just laughing because I'm like, you know, after a couple years went by, still no Breath of the Wild 2. They finally got a teaser at this show.
No Bayonetta.
No Bayonetta 3. Nothing. No Bayonetta 3. The two most anticipated games for me. And I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me? So even before I sold my Switch, which helped pay for, I can't remember if it helped pay for my Series X or my PS5, but it helped pay for one of my consoles, and I haven't looked back since. I miss Breath of the Wild. It's an amazing game. I probably still would have gone for Horizon Zero Dawn for Game of the Year, but, you know, as much criticism as Breath of the Wild gets for, you know, whatever it deviated, I loved it. And I do miss that game, but I don't miss it enough to own a Switch because I know there's only going to be like 3 games on it that I want to play because Nintendo they just go different, man. I don't know.
All right. So hold on. Let me get some super chats out the way. Fist of Sage. Hard A be like, real gamers die at the controller. Oh shit. Shut up. Shut up. Yo. Oh shit. And then what's it? That's funny. Fist of Sage. Nintendrones let Nintendo feel comfortable enough to strut around with their D out. Oh snap. Oh man. This is. So Optimus, you want me to go first? Cause are you interested in what I gotta say?
Yeah.
All right, so let's hear me.
I want you to go first.
So we're gonna start this. Right? Nintendo released the Switch 4 years ago. 4 years ago, right? With mobile hardware, right? But of course it's portable. The concept was dock at home for that console experience, or pull it out, take it on the go, right? So you can have that mobile experience. All right, cool. At a price of $300. All right, not bad. It is what it is. Release some games. Breath of the Wild. Cool. Then Nintendo saw something like, wait a minute. A lot of people liking this Switch, you know, but they play mostly on a go. Let's do the Switch Lite. Which the name doesn't really make sense because you're not switching even at Lite. Like, there's no switching at all. It's straight up mobile. That's all it is. It's a straight up handheld, right? But it's cool. $199. Got it. So those are your two benchmarks. $300 for the hybrid, $199 for the pure mobile experience. And that's what you got. 4 years later, there's still $300 and $199. Don't know how. Obviously, I know how. It's capitalism. As long as these things keep flying off the shelf, there's no reason to drop the price, which is understandable. That's capitalism at its finest, right? That's the dark side of capitalism, right? Supply and demand and all that nasty trash, right? But we know damn well, 4 years later, this Switch is not being manufactured with a cost of $300. You know, they're making money hand over fist at this point, right? The balls.
Okay.
The absolute balls. Like, this is like, yo, you ever seen Tropic Thunder? Right? Is it Tropic Thunder or
No.
Tropic Lightning? Tropic Lightning with Tom Cruise, Ben Stiller, where they try to film the movie in Vietnam or whatever. You never seen Tropic Lightning? Oh my god, that movie's hilarious. So Tom Cruise plays the role of an old ass CEO, right? And he's out there, he's like, yeah, big dick. You know what I'm saying? That's Nintendo right now, right? The balls that these guys release a more expensive Switch with the same hardware 4 years later, and they're gonna charge you more money because of an OLED screen that plays games at 720p. Do you know how much balls that takes? Balls! They are charging you more money for something that's 4 years old simply because they slapped an OLED screen, which is something Sony did 10 years ago on the Vita. $350 for 4-year-old hardware. They said we're gonna take imagine the iPhone. Say here's the new iPhone that's 4 years old guts, and we're gonna charge you 2021 price. That shit is bananas. Like, why is this console even made? Number one, right?
I got a better question than that.
Listen, number one, let's look at this, right? I'm not even arguing that Nintendo didn't make the Pro. Fuck all that. They don't want to make the Pro, got it, fine. If they don't want to make more powerful hardware, right, to keep up with 4K, to keep up with PlayStation, whatever, that's fine. Why did they make this, though? Like, who is this really catering to? Number one, it ain't catering to the mobile gamer because that's what the Switch Lite is for, right? Number two, the regular Switch is already the hybrid console, right? And this new hybrid console does nothing for the person who plays on TV. There is no advancement if you play this game and if you play docked. If you play docked, you get no enhancement in any shape, form, right? So who is this for? You could say the mobile gamer. Then why didn't they just do that to the Switch Lite? How come they didn't just make the Switch Lite with an OLED? That makes more sense. That should have been the Switch Lite. When they released the Switch Lite, OLED screen, enhanced audio for the mobile gamer. Fine. Right? We can't just say, well, you got an OLED screen and, speaker. That's only for one part of the gamer. What about the dock part? What do we get? For those that decide to play the game dock, and yes, they have to cater to that audience too, because that's what it does. Where's the upgrade to that? That's my issue. $350 for one. If I'm gonna buy this OLED Switch, I'm gonna play it docked. Now, if you could say, well, blah blah blah. Hold on. Mobile gamers, they got what they want. Nintendo catered to the mobile gamers, right? Obviously, with the creation of the Switch, that's catering to the mobile gamer right from the get-go. But they went deep further and created the Lite. That's catering to the mobile gamer that don't want to pay the $300 because they're not going to use the dock. I don't want to use the dock, so why should I pay $300 for something I'm not going to do? Okay, we'll make the Switch Lite just for you, and you only pay $199. Gee, thank you, Nintendo, you're so great. Cool. I want to play dock, and I'm paying $350. What do I get? What am I getting?
For $50 more.
For $50. What am I doing?
Why?
What am I getting? Right? That's why I'm saying at this point, Don't call Switch a console. Do not call this piece of shit a console. That's like me taking my iPhone and fucking plugging it into the... That's like me taking a laptop, plugging it onto a TV, and I'm going to call it a desktop. You know what I'm saying? Like, Optimus, you know desktops have these docking stations, right? That you put it on a docking station, and now it instantly connects to your TV and keyboard. Just because I put I put a laptop on a docking station doesn't now mean it's a desktop. It is not a desktop. It is still a laptop. I just docked it. That's what the Switch is. Switch is not a console or even a hybrid. Fuck all that. Let's cut the bullshit. It's a handheld. That's all it is, and that's all it ever will be. That OLED is the biggest ripoff ever. $350 and only half the audience gets something out of it. Only half. Because the dock gamers get nothing. There's no improvement. There's no upgrade. It's white. That's it. How? Tell me how can anyone defend this?
Well, I'm still waiting for you to list what the crime is.
I just told you the crime. A $350 upgrade that only caters to half the audience. Only caters to half the audience.
Obviously, I disagree with that point. Disagree 100%. Everybody who buys the new Switch has both options. If they choose to use it or not is up to them. But the Switch, like, it doesn't... If you want your Switch docked, it doesn't mean that the portable mode stops working for you.
No.
And so you only get half of it. If you choose...
You're only changing my subject, all right? If a person bought the Switch, the original,
I'm saying that it's worked for everybody.
No. I want dock upgrades. Where's my dock upgrade? Because if a person bought a Switch and then buys a Switch OLED and they're a portable gamer, they get the OLED, they get the enhanced audio. That's the upgrade. Where is the docked upgrade? That's my question. Since this is a Switch upgrade, where is the dock upgrade? That's what I want to know. Where is my dock upgrade?
I'm saying your sidestep question is irrelevant. There is no upgrade for the dock other than it's wider and you can tilt it. No, that's the stand. That's not even with the dock.
Exactly.
The dock is wider and it's white. But there doesn't need to be a dock upgrade because the way you're trying to set it up is that there are two types of gamers. You either docked or you portable, and only half of those is benefiting from the upgrades. And that's just simply not true.
That is true.
The entire Switch, it's not true. The entire Switch works for whoever buys it.
Listen,
if you choose to use it, that's like saying if I buy a PS5 and I turn off all the DualSense features because I choose not to use them, I'm not getting nothing out of the DualSense.
No. That's not the same. That's not the same argument. The argument is
because you're saying that.
No, I'm saying there are two. The Switch is two components. Are they not?
Yes.
There's docked and there's mobile. Mobile got an upgrade. Where is the docked upgrade to that? Because they are selling it.
I've already answered that. I said there is no docked upgrade.
And that's not a problem.
So why is it a problem? How?
Because
it's not. It absolutely.
Yes, it is a problem because half of it is a functional component to the playstyle. The whole point of the Switch is to play docked or to play mobile. But yet only one side of it is the one with the upgrade. The other side is completely neglected. It doesn't even... It's completely neglected.
It's not neglected. Look, man.
It's not neglected.
It's not.
So then what? If it's not neglected, give me upgrade. If it's not neglected. Tell me.
Look, again, I reject your claim that the Switch is either for dock people or for portable people. Like, I reject that completely.
How is it?
If you have a Switch, because if you have a Switch and you have it docked, you can still take it out of the dock and play a portable with all of the portable upgrades, however you want. Nothing is stopping you from doing that.
Completely agree. So you don't have to argue. You don't have to argue that point. I agree.
Hold on.
You win that point.
Hold on. If you decide that you will always leave your Switch in the dock and you will never take it portable, then for that person, they can still buy the original Switch and they don't have to invest in the $50 OLED upgrade. There is nothing in the world that says you must buy this OLED version even if you plan to never use it. And there's also nothing wrong with them making the upgrade for the people that's going to use it mostly portable, but they still have the option to put it on the dock. Like there's no crime, there is no foul. You pick the one that you want. There are 3 switches available. Pick the one that suits your play style.
But 2 of them is redundant. Like the new OLED does nothing. It doesn't do anything. What does it do?
It does do something.
What does it do? What does it do?
That's like saying,
what does it do?
Like right now, if I hook my PS5 up to my LCD or hook it up to my OLED, hooking it up to my OLED ain't gonna do nothing because it's the same resolution. That is not true. The OLED panel does a lot, and that's kind of like the entire point of OLED is the picture quality with the OLED.
No, that's different because the PS5 has the horsepower to make the games. They didn't put no horsepower behind this thing. They just switched the screen.
PS5. I can watch Netflix.
They said
it doesn't matter.
They switched the screen.
I can watch Netflix on my OLED.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with a PS5 or power.
Yeah, but
Disney Plus,
but Netflix,
on an LCD or OLED,
but
the picture's gonna look better.
But Netflix is not selling you the hardware. They're not overcharging you. They're not.
But it's not the point. The point is the picture quality. The picture quality on an OLED versus an LCD.
On a 720p 7-inch screen.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. Hell no.
The OLED panel is going to have, like, even on your phone. Yes, it will.
No.
Even on your phone.
But on the phone,
will look better
on
the
phone, when they put OLED phones, they also upgraded the hardware to push the graphical fidelity too. That's like saying I'm gonna buy. That's like me getting a Bose system and still play cassette tapes. Like what? That's just gonna still sound like
absolutely.
Trash.
You can get a Bose system.
It's still
and enhance your cassette.
No, it ain't gonna enhance shit. The cassette is gonna sound like ass.
What? Oh, listen at this man. That is not true.
It's true. This I'm gonna tell you. They didn't release this to improve experience. This is capitalism. This is like when people talk about capitalism worse. This is why exactly Nintendo did. This is just an attempt to keep the pricing the same. You're talking about 4-year-old hardware. This shit is 2017 hardware. This is mobile hardware from. Did I say 2017? This is the Xbox One X wasn't even out when this console came out. This is mobile hardware from 4 years ago, and it is still, not only are they keeping it at $300, they found a way to make it more expensive for a 7-inch OLED screen that was already implemented in a handheld 10 years ago. So I don't even think the OLED screen is even expensive at this point. Vita had an OLED screen 10 years ago. 10 years ago. And you know what's crazy? How much was the Vita? $299? $350? Yo, this shit is crazy.
Resolution will look the same.
Nintendo is just ripping people off because they're suckers at this point. You're gonna spend $350 on 4-year-old hardware. That would, yo, imagine if Apple did that shit. Imagine if Apple released the iPhone 13 with iPhone 8 guts. They would get slaughtered for doing some shit like that. Yo, this is crazy.
Well, imagine if Sony or Microsoft actually did something the equivalent of this. They get roasted.
Yo, imagine if Sony imagine if the next PlayStation 6 has the same specs as the PlayStation 5 and they charge you $400. You telling me you won't roast? We won't be roasting PlayStation. Hey, brand new PlayStation 6, 10.23. Whatever. Like, wait a minute. That's the same shit you already gave us. Like,
no.
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. Put it like this.
This is trash.
I have a brand new M1 MacBook right now. If they, 4 years from now, left this thing that I'm holding in my hand exactly the same, but they gave me a modern display, which you keep trying to downplay. I don't know why you're so dismissive of it, but they updated the display, but everything else in this thing is exactly the same. Absolutely, I will buy it.
No, you would not. Stop lying. Not only would you not buy it, not even would you not buy it, they wouldn't even dare do that. No one would dare do that. No one would even dare release a laptop, a tablet, even with a better display with the same guts from 4-year-old. There's no way. Nobody would do that. Nobody. Not even North Korea would do some crazy shit like that. North Korea wouldn't even pull that shit off. Nobody would pull that. North Korea. Nobody would be that shady. Yo, nobody would be that shady.
It's not shady.
There's shady ass shit.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
They sold you 4 years. You just bought an iPhone 8 for the same price as an iPhone 12 just because of the screen's different. Oh hell no. Hell no.
I'm not gonna lie. This Switch, it kind of feels like a stress test to me. Like Nintendo's like, all right, let's see how this goes. It feels like a stress test.
They already know how it's gonna go. The people that wants to play their Switch on the go will happily take that OLED upgrade and will laugh at everything Porter Rock saying. Man, this stuff don't.
They're not laughing at me. They ain't laughing at me. Your dumbass bought 2017 hardware for $350. That ain't me. Y'all could do.
Nobody thinks in those terms. Absolutely not.
Y'all could do what you want with y'all money. But at the end of the day, Nintendo ain't catching me giving them $350 for shit they released 4 years ago because of an OLED screen when the game still run at 720p. You bugging. And enhanced audio. Nah, dog. This is enhanced audio. I don't know what them two little cheap ass speakers. Hell no, you ain't gonna sucker me with that shit. Hell no. That shit is highway robbery. Nintendo is testing y'all and y'all falling for it. Oh my god. It's crazy because really they had it in the bag to truly. I could maybe understand if this was the replacement for the Switch. You know, they're gonna discontinue the old model. They're gonna drop the price of the old model Switch to $250. This is now $300. All right, I got it. This is the replacement.
Now that I can see.
I can
see that.
It's a replacement for the Switch. You know, because the old Switch. There's a certain point where if you keep using old shit, it becomes too expensive. So they're going to phase out the old model. This is the new model. They kept it the same price because of the OLED and then audio. Okay, I got it. The older model is $250 and it's going to stay $250 until it runs out of stock. They're not manufacturing no more. I get that. That's similar to like the PlayStation Slim. Got it. Or the PS3 Slim, the Xbox One S. You understand what I'm saying? I got it. Perfect example is the Xbox One S. It phased out the old Xbox One. It did 4K upscaling. It had a 4K Blu-ray player, 10% boost in performance. Got it. Right? You know what I'm saying? Perfect. It replaced it. It launched at the same price. And then they had more expensive model, but it had more, hard drive space. That's really was the only difference, right? Got it. It's the replacement. That would have made sense. OLED Switch, $300. Old Switch, $250 until, inventory is complete. Boom. Got it. I see what they did. It's just a slim refresh. I got it. But this more expensive for a 7-inch OLED, and I think they say what's the difference? It's like a half-inch difference. It's not even a significant difference. It's like a real small, minute screen size difference. It's not even that big. And who's the hell still releases products at 64 gigs? Yo, this shit is crazy. Nintendo's off their rockers, bro. They get away with this. Oh my god, I feel sorry. I feel sorry if this OLED is successful. If this shit is successful, Nintendo's gonna be like, man, we just screwed these guys in the butt.
What do you mean you feel sorry if it's successful? Like,
Nintendo right now.
Understand what you're saying.
Nintendo is like, we just booty pumped these dudes, and they loved us for it. Oh man, it's just gonna get worse. They're gonna get worse. You let Nintendo get away with this? Oh my god, I feel sorry for y'all. They ain't gonna stop. Get
away with what? You still haven't.
Listen. Your lack of understanding does not mean, my lack of understanding quantum physics doesn't mean quantum physics isn't something that's already set in stone. I just can't see it. You just can't see what Nintendo's doing. 4-year-old hardware is being sold at $350. $350.
So I don't. Why do you keep saying that? How is that important? I don't understand.
How is that important? Because they're ripping the consumers off.
Hold on. When do you think the 10900K processor from Intel came out? And how many years do you think they sold it at the price that they sold it for?
I have no idea.
When do you think a 2080 came out, or 2080 Ti? And how many years do you, like, it's not like consoles where they release something every year. GPUs, CPUs be on the market for 3-4 years at a time, selling that. Like, you could take that same thing, they're selling you a 3-year-old hardware, whatever, however you put out. Like I said with this laptop, there will be generations of laptops. All of them will have Sandy Bridge or whatever is the Intel chip for years to come. They will update the display or whatever else. It's not abnormal. It's not weird. And it is not a ripoff or none of that stuff. It is very uncommon that every year a new thing comes out and then you buy it like how they do with these phones. Every year there's a new model of the phone, some new upgrade, or everything in it is new. That's not even true of the phones where everything in it is new. It's a lot of the stuff is old, like what you call an old. The specs don't change. The iPhone 12 to the iPhone 11, the resolutions are the same. They'll have a new processor, but pretty much all the specs are the same except for maybe some processor speed. GPU might be a little bit different, maybe not, but they will focus efforts in other places. Sometimes the GPU will upgrade. That's true, but it is not abnormal for hardware, for PC hardware to be the same for years. And you would not say, oh, you bought a 3-year-old Sandy Bridge or whenever it came out, of Ivy, whatever it is. Like, that is not weird.
That's not weird. Okay, so
and it's not.
So refresh my memory. Name me a console that, besides the Switch, that lasted 4 years and never dropped price. Because I can't.
Well, that's going to go back to what you said about the supply and demand.
I can't remember. Well, PlayStation. Let me put it this way: PlayStation 2, the highest selling console.
Check your Twitter.
Okay, PlayStation 2, the highest selling console of all time. Of all time to this day. To this day. I'm pretty sure that wasn't high in demand, and even that got price drops. The highest selling console of all time. There has not been successful consoles. Every console got price drops. Switch is the only one, 4 years, that stood at this price, and then they released this new tragedy, more expensive, for an OLED screen that was already being sold 10 years ago. It's not like it's the latest. It's not like it's the latest screen.
That the price hasn't dropped. That is true, but I also don't think that that's. I don't like you crying foul that the price hasn't dropped. That's supply and demand.
It is foul.
How?
It is foul.
A product
because
worth
you know
what
what
the market will pay for.
No, but there's a fine line when you take advantage of the uneducated. Right? These Nintendo guys, I feel sorry for them, bro. Like, they don't know what they're doing, bro. Like, seriously, I feel bad for these guys. Right? I feel sorry. Like, I feel sorry for the uninitiated. Like, yo, it's crazy.
So what about these PlayStation 5 owners that's paying $1,100 for a PS5 on eBay? Is there something wrong with them?
No, that's not the company. That's just that is something wrong because I ain't paying $11.99. But
I'm talking about the consumer.
The consumer. That's called desperation. You understand what I'm saying? You know. But that's
it's exactly
it's not the same because these Switches are already available.
It is the same.
No, because there's Switches all over the stores like Minecraft boxes. It's not like they're rare. I can understand if a Switch was like a rare thing that you see like once a year. Switch is not rare. It is not rare. Right. I could stack them like a house. I could build a house out of all these Switches available.
Look, man. It's exactly like Ramon said. You can have your regular novels there and you can have your art there. The people can choose what they want. Yes, there are regular Switches all over the place. You can build a house. But if someone sees value in the one for $350 with the updated OLED, is very similar to his ARC example, and if they want it, they will find value in it, and if that's what they value, they will buy it.
That's not similar.
And if it's enough of them people,
it's not similar.
What?
It's not similar.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how it's not similar. I'm gonna tell you similar. So the person buying the ARC, right? They're buying the ARC because that's the one opportune moment where they can see that artist, that author, at his or her most raw moment, unfiltered, unadulterated, not some college kid who graduated Yale, changing all the scenes to sell more copies. No, this is pure.
No,
Listen. Because this is why they're buying the Ark. They want that author who at that point is probably shooting up heroin at his or her most rawest moment.
This man.
Right? That's what chances are that Ark. Chances are the Ark is this is. Let me explain how the Ark is probably this. I'm gonna reenact the Ark. The Ark is this. The Ark. This is the Ark. I'm gonna reenact the Ark. This is the Ark. The Ark is like this. The Ark is like this.
Oh man, I can't hear him.
No. Just look at the screen. Just look at the screen. I'm acting this out. So this is the Ark.
Okay, my fault, player.
This is the Ark. This right here. Hold on.
Look at this man. What is going on?
Oh yeah! Got it! Ooh!
I can't hear it.
They're snorting coke.
He acting out on the.
They're snorting that coke. They're snorting that cocaine, and they're writing some shit right now. They're like this all night, and that's the copy people want. They want that copy when the dude was high. That's what they want. The Switch ain't doing shit. They ain't doing shit.
No.
This 720p.
No, sir.
Dudes are playing Switch like this. They're playing Switch like this.
That people want and they'll pay for it. That's all it is to it.
They're playing Switch like this. They're trying to take their fingers and zoom in on the character. They're like, man, I can't see that shit.
Well, no, that's old people like us. Well, you probably got 20 vision.
You know, so that's it. The art copy is the high copy. That's what you want. You want that dude when he's cracked out. What did that dude write? Because that's probably there's probably shit you didn't even think. There's probably shit that doesn't even make sense. That should belong in another book. Like this is like a different book altogether. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's Lord of the Rings, but there's Lord of the Rings when you took a shot of heroin. I guarantee that's a totally different Tolkien book. I guarantee.
So, Ramon, is that how you do? Do you get high and just zone out, and then when you wake up, you done wrote about 4 or 5 chapters?
Listen, he may not do it.
Unless I'm getting high off of water.
Listen. Ramon ain't doing it, but I'm pretty sure he sees some actors. They like dull, and they be like, hold on, let me go to my trailer. And then when they come out that trailer.
Trailer.
They're like, whoa, they ready, and you're like, the fuck was in that trailer? The fuck was in that trailer? They're like ready. They're in the zone, bro. They're like, whoo, they're ready.
Listen at this man. Oh my god.
Okay, what is it?
Oh my god.
To take the middle road argument, on the one hand, you know, what Code is saying is right about the value, but on the other hand,
man, don't do this, man.
Nintendo releasing this new console. The first thing I thought of when I saw it was,
it's not a
have you ever watched those?
It's a mobile.
Okay, excuse me, the upgraded.
No, it's not an upgraded console. It's an upgraded tablet. It's not even an upgraded tablet. It's not even upgraded. There's no upgrade.
Yeah.
There's no upgrade.
Okay, well,
redesigned tablet. It's a redesigned tablet.
Redesign. It made me think of all those runway models that walk out on the runway with them crazy outfits. A dude told me once that he used to work for those designers, and he said, because I was like, dude, those outfits look so crazy. I just imagine them back there snickering backstage. He's like, no, that's what they do. He's like, they make the crazy outfits and they try to make them as crazy as possible to see if models will still wear them. And they do, and they walk out on the runway. And he's like, those designers are back there just snickering the whole time. So I just imagine Nintendo like putting this together, and they're like, yeah, let's see.
And they got Code defending
it. Backstage just snickering.
Yo,
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's all good. Like whoever wants to get it, but I'm just looking at this, and if Porter Rock, if you look at your Twitter DM, I saw that Breath of the Wild, $78 for Breath of the Wild. Yeah,
I was
when
slapped
did that come
Nintendo.
out? And that's it.
4 years ago.
That is exactly why I stopped riding with Nintendo. 4-year-old game and it's still $80.
At least you get free delivery.
I'm sorry, man. Like,
you get free delivery.
yeah.
So again, this is what Rock started off the show saying. He trying to downplay it, but that's what capitalism is. If you have a product that people want, you can charge a premium price for it. It's not difficult.
No, but listen, in this country,
that's why they leave
we're in a mental health crisis. All right, there's limits to this shit. All right, taking advantage of the mentally ill. This is fucked up, bro. Yo, this is mad. Fist of Sage. He said. Fista costs more than a Series S and still less powerful than a PS4 for $350. Only Nintendo. This shit's a tragedy, bro.
Because I don't know how many thousand times I have to say this, because that fucking hardware don't matter. It is the games. And Nintendo, if you ask somebody, would you rather have this dumbass dry Series S with no games or fucking Gamepass? Would you rather have a Nintendo with all the heat that they bring? That conversation is over with. That's like a ridiculous comparison. It's the reason that Xbox is in last place.
But here's the funny part.
Before Nintendo. But you said, hold on, like you said, Nintendo gave Xbox a 5-year head start. Revamped, came back, and has overtaken them and PlayStation to be number one. Why? Supply and demand. What they make is what the people want.
So this is where you messed up, because you said it's all about the games, right? So what is the point of this?
Gaming experiences.
So what is the point of this OLED then? Because you play
to help enhance the gaming experience.
What are you enhancing? With a 720p screen, ain't shit enhancing.
Why you won't accept that?
Listen,
listen.
I was born that night. I was not born last night. You're not sucking me with this. You're not sucking me with this. All right, you're not sucking me with this OLED.
Why don't you accept? Why don't you believe that a 720p LCD will look worse than a 720p OLED? Why don't you think that?
Because that 720p 7 screen is trash. This is trash.
Look, man.
This is trash.
Even if it is trash,
what they should have done, what they should have done, what they should have done is you already catered to the mobile gamers. They have more than enough mobile shit out there with the light. This mother sucker right here, what should have been upgraded is the docking. That's what should have been upgraded. You know what I'm saying? So that you could take advantage of true OLED TVs that are more than 7-inch. All right, because you already catered to the mobile guys when this stuff. That's what the Switch Lite was for. You $199 and you got these mobile and they had a cheaper price. When do the dock gamers get something? When do they get anything?
Because
they get nothing.
Because you keep making that same. Ramon, I know you want to jump in here, nephew. Also, I'm gonna say this last thing to Rock, and then I'm gonna let you have it. Because Rock, you keep doing this false dichotomy. You keep saying it is either mobile portable people or it's dock people,
but it is.
And you keep ignoring that there are some people that do both.
No, but
who will dock it and take it.
Even if you did both, you are only getting half the upgraded experience. The dock side gets nothing.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't. It doesn't matter. So the dock gamers get a middle finger.
Let's see again. There's no such thing as that. You keep doing that.
Are they not?
Doesn't exist.
Are there not? Are there not players
that want to focus on mobile? They can get the light. It's already for them.
Yeah. What? Is it not? It's not for the dock gamers.
I can't hear you.
The Switch Lite is not for the dock gamers. So who's it for?
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You keep saying that the Switch Lite is for the people that only want to do mobile.
And it is.
Okay, fair enough. So they can get a cheaper alternative. Yeah. And then there is the regular Switch for the people that do both.
Okay.
And then there is this new Switch for the people who want an updated display with vibrant colors.
For who?
And they can take it.
For who? For the dock gamers?
Road. They're going to have a better experience.
For the dock gamers.
That is not rocket.
For the dock gamers. They get the better experience too.
What are you talking about for the dock gamers?
What do the dock gamers? That's what I'm saying. What do the dock gamers get? Because you dock the damn thing, and the thing costs $350.
Like 5,000 times. No, again, if you are only gonna have it docked, you would not buy that 350 version. Like I've said, so
the dock gamers get nothing at all. So the dock gamers get nothing at all from any angle.
They get what they already had.
So there's no. So dock
they get to keep $200. So they get to keep the same Switch they had already.
So dock gamers get no upgrade experience from Nintendo.
Right, the dock gamers can stay on the regular Switch that they already got,
and they don't
have to come out of pocket on nothing. They can just keep enjoying great games.
They got nothing. So the mobile gamers get cheaper options for mobile, extremely cheaper options for mobile. They get better options for better visual graphics, right? Because all of these are godsend, and the dock gamers they get penis.
Sure. If that's how you want to phrase it, sure. But at the end,
that's what it sounds like to me.
You didn't have to cash out the
that sounds like to me. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like to me.
There's a Switch for you.
How about this? Can I get an all console version that's not mobile so I could get a cheaper price? Can I at least get that? No, can't get that either. Can't get that. Can't get nothing. Nintendo, they just handle penis. That's it. That's all dock gamers get. You get the D. Dude. You get the D. That's it. You all get
ahead, nephew.
Go ahead.
Thanks, Uncle Code. No, I sit right in the middle of both of you because the upgrade is air quotes is for the mobile gamers, so they get the OLED screen. For the people who only play docked, which I was one of those people, I already have the high def display, so I already have that anyway for all its 720p and ray tracing glory. But at the same time, what P-Rock is saying is dock only gamers like myself get the shaft because I already have the display, so I don't need that upgraded display. But can you drop?
You're not getting no shaft. There is nothing happening to you. You are staying exactly like you are.
That's the shaft.
No, but
we get nothing.
But what I'm saying
nothing is the shaft.
Let's say I want a Switch.
Oh my god.
Let's say I want to get a Switch. But my option is this $350 PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 Plus hardware for $50 less than a PS5. So I'm sitting here and I'm wanting to buy a Switch. It's like,
that's
oh man, Breath of the Wild was awesome, blah blah.
No. All three Switch
the mobile gamers get available for sale. But what I mean is the mobile gamer gets a cheaper price.
Are available for sale.
Okay.
You can choose to buy a Switch that doesn't have the OLED screen, sir.
And it's the exact same price it was when it launched, right?
Yes. Yeah, so there are three Switch models available.
That's my issue. That's my issue right there. Is the console is however many years old it is. It hasn't dropped in price. The Switch, at least with the Switch Lite, the mobile only gamers, they have it.
Price? Well, no. Let's back up, nephew.
Okay.
Explain to me, why would they possibly drop it in price when it's selling like wildfire? Why would they?
Oh no, I'm not. I'll put it like this: if I was Nintendo and it kept selling like that, I wouldn't drop the price either. But it's just okay. I get where you're coming from, and you're right. But I still think it's BS that they don't drop. Like, dude, how old is the hardware and how old is the console? And yes, I know it's still selling hotcakes, but that doesn't change the fact that that's whack.
How is it whack for capitalism to be?
I'm going to say
no. Like I ain't mad at him. I ain't
no,
mad at
fuck
him.
that. I'm mad at him. I don't give a listen. Fuck this. You think I give a shit about Itakaki's money? I don't give a fuck about their bank fund.
Switch.
Damn.
If I was planning on buying a Switch, at this point I would probably be looking at buying it used because there's just no way.
That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy everything new.
So what you?
They're not getting no money from me.
Based on principle. Just based on principle, it shouldn't be that high. If the market says this is what it's worth or not, you as an individual don't like it because you expect a price drop. You sound like these free upgrade niggas now. Man, both of y'all can miss me with this.
No. Number one?
Both of y'all can get
let me tell you something. Number one, because Nintendo, listen, Nintendo gets away with everything. No voice chat, no trophies, or any system like that. Now they're releasing the console even more expensive.
Why do they get away with this?
Because y'all let them. Y'all let them.
Why do we let them?
Because I don't fucking know. I have no idea.
Because quality gaming experience.
No. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because PlayStation has quality gaming experiences, and they provide all that, and they try their damnedest to give even more.
So what? What did you say?
So you can't tell me, we let them get away with quality experiences. Well, PlayStation provide quality gaming experience, and they still do all this and more. Y'all letting it because y'all slack off. You don't hold. Listen, here's the absolute fact. You don't hold Nintendo to the same standard as PlayStation. Absolutely not. No one holds Nintendo
to a higher
No,
standard
bull crap. Yeah, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. That is a lie.
Absolutely, I do. I just don't care about this little petty stuff that y'all talking about. Like, this is ridiculous.
That is a lie. That is a lie.
Because that
is a lie. Because Nintendo doesn't.
Like right now, Rock, if PlayStation 4 years from now is still flying off the shelves at $500, you saying, okay, well, it's been 5 years, y'all need to lower the price now.
Let me put it this way.
No matter what the demand is,
let me put it this way.
Just time you
goddamn right you drop the price. Hell fucking yeah. Let's say if I didn't buy a PlayStation.
But what if they don't? Let's say and they doing something wrong.
Let me put it this way. Let's say if I didn't buy the PlayStation 5 for whatever reason. Let's say for whatever reason I was one of these Gamepass dudes. You know, like let's say like my brother, right? Let's say I became him, right? And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy an Xbox because they have Gamepass, has all these games. I'm gonna try it out. And I'm gonna get a PlayStation 5 regardless. So I have no problem. So it's not like I'm gonna miss out on anything. 5 years roll by. And that sucker is still $500? Sony could get a middle finger. I'm like, I ain't getting this shit. For $500, I ain't paying $500 for 5-year-old shit. Nah, fuck that. I could do without. I'm good.
Okay, but now answer my question.
Why?
But that was your spin. Answer my question now.
Okay.
If 5 years go by and the PS5 is still flying off the shelves at $500, and Sony is just can't keep them in stock, do you believe that Sony should lower the price just because it's time, and that they should not look at what the market value of the PlayStation is?
No, see, you're doing a trick question to me. Right, because you're trying to look
not
at.
A trick
yes,
question.
It is because you asked me from a business perspective. Ask me from a consumer perspective. Don't ask me from a business.
No, I'm asking from a business perspective.
From a business perspective, they all they give a shit about is money. So obviously, that's all they care about. I'm talking from a consumer's perspective.
They should sell their product for what it's worth.
As a business, yes. All right, as a business, as a
consumer. And as a consumer, you don't think that the business should do what's in its best
interest. As a consumer, fuck Nintendo. That's what I'm telling you. Fuck them, bro. Wow. I hope, as a consumer, I hope this OLED flops. I hope that all this hype on Twitter is just Twitter, and people look at Nintendo like, oh shit, fuck this brand. And because there's so much backlash, they have to drop the price on everything because they realize they fucked up. That's what I'm actually hoping to happen. I hope this OLED shit actually backfires. I hope it backfires.
There's one major problem.
I hope. If I had one wish, it's for this OLED to flop so bad that they have to drop the price on everything because they realize, damn, we did too much. That's what I'm hoping right now. This is the plainest ripoff I have ever seen in my life. I've never seen some shit like this.
My biggest issue with with this thing is, like, if the PS5 and the Series X were selling like hotcakes, and then 5 years from now they didn't drop the price because they couldn't keep them on the shelves, I could see that at least, because you're getting well, it wouldn't be cutting edge 5 years from now, but you're getting like cutting edge hardware that can create some like just crazy experiences. Whereas with the Switch, not only are you getting you're getting hardware that's 5 years old from 10 years ago. That's my issue. Is you got 10-year hardware 5 years down the road.
Hold on. Let me get some super chats real quick. Psycho Gamer. Nintendo has effectively taken themselves out of the home console market, and it has always been a handheld. Ramon, do you know Nadgi, Nadgi, and he puts in parentheses actor.
No, I'm afraid I don't know him.
I guess.
Hey, Cycle's in the entertainment business, man. Y'all should link up on Twitter.
Yeah,
he Cycle is heavy into that type of stuff.
Rag on Nintendo. Make a rap video and rag on Nintendo because that company's trash. That company's trash, bro. Yo, oh my God, they're gonna get this work. How many
super chats you got?
They're gonna get this work. No, that's it. That was it.
All right, so look here. This is basically to summarize what y'all saying. I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to be the exact same thing we started off the show with. Do you see the value in this or that? The only problem is y'all don't see the value, and so you are against it because y'all got these little weird criteria about the hardware is this year old and that year old and blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, a product is worth what people will pay for.
Weird criteria.
No, that's undeniable. I can't dispute
that. No. Let me put it this way. I'm going to end this. You got a PlayStation 5 with the latest hardware, desktop level hardware, and it's only $50 more expensive. You out your goddamn mind. That would be like a Toyota Corolla being only $1,000 cheaper than a Dodge Viper. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, but the value, but the Toyota Corolla's worth it to me. Shut your ass up. But it's worth it to me. You know, paying $70,000 for a Toyota Corolla is my choice. It's worth it to me.
Yeah.
Get your ass. If you don't get your ass off this timeline,
there are plenty of situations where a Toyota Corolla is more appropriate than a Dodge Viper.
But it does not cost the price of a Dodge Viper. And ain't nobody in the world gonna say I paid $110,000 for a Corolla because it's worth it to me. Get your ass.
Okay, well if that's true, all right. So if that's true,
get your ass out of here, boy.
This nigga ain't read about nothing. If what you saying is true, then the Switch wouldn't be selling. If all of this stuff,
because I just said there's mental health issues in this country. We already covered that. There's people that just not mentally healthy in this place. They don't know what they're doing.
Right.
Jesus said it best. Forgive them, Father, for they not know what they do. This is that Jesus moment right now. This is what we're talking about.
Let me make sure I'm understanding this properly. The Switch is by far the number one gaming device in the world, more than PlayStation, more than Xbox.
No, it's not.
And so you're saying that the majority of gamers...
Hold on, PS4 outsold it. PS4 outsold it. PlayStation 4 sold.
So for now, I'm talking about like the current gen stuff.
Whoa. Number one, Switch ain't current gen. It came out in 2017. So it's not current gen. That's like saying Xbox One X.
It ain't last gen.
Yeah. It's like saying Xbox One X.
It is their current machine. However you want to put it.
It is their current machine, but it ain't current gen. It ain't current gen.
Either way,
it's a handheld that's like lingering
more sales than Xbox and PS5 put together. And since it's released, it has outsold the PS4. Okay. Yeah, the PS4 got that early head start, but since it's released,
hold on.
It has outsold the PS4. But either way, be that as it may, the number one gaming device in the world, you saying is bought by people that don't have no sense. So you're saying the majority of
That's right. There's some mentally ill people out there. They're just hurting.
And so the very few gamers actually have sense. And those are the ones that don't have no Switch.
They're just real hurting. The smart ones bought it used. those are the smart ones.
All right, sir. All right.
Yo, this is terrible. We'll move on.
I bought my original Switch used.
Man, I hope that OLED flops. Oh my God, I'm gonna be on Twitter on fire. Boy. I hope that shit fly. I hope they deserve to burn. They deserve to burn. Nintendo deserves to burn for this. This is the most disrespectful thing I've seen in gaming. This is like disrespect over. Yo, I can't even. The disrespect Nintendo has. Oh my God. This is consolists. Bunch of biased ass. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hope this shit flops. I hope it flops so bad and Nintendo just goes into emergency mode. I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
Well, you said that.
Oh,
that
they slap a
the Switch
they're gonna buy it. They're sickos. They're already defending this trash. You're defending this. All they did was slap a 10-year-old OLED screen and charge $50 extra, and here you go. Man, this trash.
This man said it's a 10-year-old OLED. Why, man? Why is he making up this?
Vita had an OLED screen 10 years ago.
So you think that the OLEDs 10 years ago are the same as the OLEDs today?
Do you really believe Nintendo's trying to? Do you really think
hardware choices? It probably is a 10-year-old.
Do you really think Nintendo's trying to give you the latest, greatest OLED? I doubt that. I doubt Nintendo's trying to give you the new of OLEDs. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they bought all the leftover Vitas and just stripped out the screen. Like, hey, yo, Sony, you ain't selling none of that.
In the back where they dismantled.
Yo, like, hey, yo, you ain't selling none of that shit. We'll buy that shit off you for $5 a piece. And we'll strip off that all day and slap that shit on our Switch.
Oh my goodness!
No, they're like, yo, Sony, we know you got extra OLEDs. We know you got excess OLED in the warehouse. We know you thought you were gonna sell 100 million Vitas. Come on, give up them OLEDs, 50 cents a piece. We'll put them shits to good use.
Ramon, nephew, I know you a guest on the show. You really ain't supposed to go against the host being a guest. But I know that you can see that this man is saying on the one hand, value is up to the people to decide when it's Ghost of Tsushima. Listen, it ain't up to the people to decide. If the people want to buy art, it's up to them to determine value. Ghost of Tsushima upgrade is up to them. But as soon as it's the Switch, the people lose the right to set value for themselves. Yeah, I just want to make sure that you see the same thing I see.
That's exactly it. Listen,
I agree.
I agree. Now let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Imagine Ghost of Tsushima director's cut was just a shinier disc. The disc is nice and shiny, but when you put the content in, it's the same shit you bought last year.
Yeah. What about it?
Yo, if you don't see, I'm not messing with you, Code. I'm not messing with you. It's the same game. Nothing changed.
You're both
it's just a shinier disc that just shines.
100% paid. I have 100% paid $10 to $20 more for the exact same game because it gave me a shiny steelbook cover. Absolutely, 100%. And we'll do it again happily.
Man, this dude got issues. This is that good issues.
Maybe.
Listen. I hope that OLED backfires. Oh man, it's gonna be glorious. I hope. I know it's not. Listen, crazy people don't know they're crazy, so it is what it is. There's nothing you can do about that, right? Until America fixes our health system, universal health care, people are just gonna buy the Switch, not knowing they're buying trash. There's nothing we can do about it. It's just, it's just the dark side of gaming. It's just, you got a company taking advantage of people. It's just terrible. Shame on them.
Are they happy with it? Or are they disappointed with it? Are people happy?
I don't know. Are crazy people happy being locked up in a padded cell? Maybe.
No, absolutely not. They want out. They want to be free.
Forget me not. Shout out, thank you for super. He said, smart ones hack, they switch. I got all day games. I'm telling you, man. Now I see why PC gamers be all deep into Nintendo emulation. Not saying that I would do it because it's unethical and illegal, but I'm just saying I can see. I would never, ever emulate Nintendo games despite me getting a beast PC that's easily able to do it, but I just won't do it out of principle. That's my official statement. That's my official statement for the quarter record.
And you sticking to it.
And I'm sticking to that.
Thank you for your official statement.
That is my official statement for the court of record.
Yeah, but behind closed doors, it might be real different.
Nope. That is unethical. All right, next topic. Yo, what's up with this, man? What's up with Xbox, bro? All for one. they really did a remix of It's All There. Like, look at these dudes. Look at these dudes. Look at the dude on the left. That dude on the left is like, I can't believe I actually said yes to this shit. Like, yo. Yo, out of all the things, they could have made a... Yo. How do you even come up with this in a board meeting? Like, who thought of this? Like, who thought, hey, I got a great idea for a pitch for a Gamepass commercial? Oh, what's the idea? So, you remember the group All For One? They're like, no, I was born in 2005. Okay, let me put up on Spotify. Okay, here we go. Hear this song. They're like, okay, now imagine if we change the lyrics and like insert Gamepass into it. And then somebody, like the whole room is looking at each other like, and then they're like, brilliant! We love it! Like, how did this pass QC? Ramon, help me out. Like, you're an artist. Ramon, you're an artist, right? You hanged out with the big wigs. If you were in a room and you heard this pitch idea, what would you say to yourself? Like, you're hearing the conversation and they're taking it serious. Phil Spencer, Aaron Greenberg, all them people are serious. And they're like, man, this is a great idea. And you're in this room. Like, what would you say? Like, what's going through your mind at this point? Hearing this pitch. And it's actually happening.
The best way I can describe my reaction is, you know, that gif of dude who's holding his drink with his hat and he's turning away from the crowd and his mouth is kind of twitched to the side. Yeah. That's kind of probably about where I would be. But I'm not gonna lie, like when I watched it, I was laughing my ass off. I thought it was really funny and really creative, but at the same time, I was just kind of like, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm just gonna stop talking. And shout out to Ash and Luca because her gift was the perfect response.
What was her gift?
That had me crying. It was, you know, dude with his mouth up and he's shaking his head, slowly shaking his head left to right with his lips up. You have to look at it. It had me in tears. It had me in tears. But I mean, I thought it was a fun idea. It was a fun idea. You know, it was hilarious, and I'm sure that was what they were going for. If that's what they were going for, then mission accomplished. Because I was laughing my ass off. I thought it was
going for what though?
Way.
Going for what? What were they going for? Cringe? The cringe award? Like what are they going for? Like what are they trying to, like, let's say if I showed this to my wife. How do you think? What would she get out of that thing? What do you think she would get out of that? You know what? I'm gonna do a live reaction.
But here, you know what though?
I gotta do a live reaction.
Mission accomplished because cringe or not, what are we talking about?
I don't know. What I'm talking about is how did this pass QC?
Yeah.
Once again.
But the thing is it's attached to Gamepass.
But you don't understand.
So, I mean, at the end of the day,
sometimes bad press is not good press. Sometimes bad press is bad press. Like, sometimes bad press is bad. It's like, this is like, I say this 100 times.
That's true.
There's not that one dude that's in the room that just jumps out and say, yo, this is stupid. Like, they don't have that one dude. Like, hey, yo, this is stupid. Like, no. No. This is dumb.
Yeah.
Like, hey, yo, no. Like, yo, Craig. You're like, Optimus, you tell me, what do you think about this? Hello, Optimus?
You went out.
Yeah, my bad. Optimus, what do you think about this?
All right, bro, I had to step away for a minute, man. We talking about the commercial?
Yeah.
Man, I thought it was hilarious. I thoroughly enjoyed that commercial.
And what did you get out of it?
I really don't know what they trying to... all access, man. It was like... it's all there. What you mean? All Gamepass, $25 a month. Everything I need is right there. I don't want none of the shit that they offering, but it's all there. I thought it was hilarious. If that was their goal, was to be entertaining, then I was entertained. I thought it was hilarious, and I'm glad that they did it. Now, if this all they did, I think they'd be in trouble. But yeah, I think this is a nice addition to their little advertising lineup.
Nah. Because if I was an Xbox dude, I would be embarrassed to have an Xbox podcast at this point.
Why?
And if I saw that shit, I would be like, yeah, I'm shutting my channel down. Yeah, I'm shutting it all down.
Why?
I'm shutting it all down.
What's wrong with it?
That shit is embarrassing, bro. Yo, that's like shit. That's like shit fucking the Mighty Keith would do on his YouTube channel, bro. Like, you a $1 trillion company, and you come up with that shit, the Mighty Keith would do a better skit than that. They should have hired my boy Post Up. He would have came up with a better thing than that. Yo, this is like, that shit looks like a Saturday Night Live skit, bro. That's like Justin Timberlake. You know, I give you with my dick in the box. That's like one of them shits you seen on Saturday Night Live, or Boats and Hoes. You don't do that shit. Yo, this shit is
So you think it look ghetto?
No, I think it looks. I can't use that word no more. I think it looks mentally ill. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, who is in charge of their publishing? Like, who's doing this? There's a pony that works for Xbox. He's an undercover pony. There's an undercover pony. Phil, Microsoft, you got a diehard PlayStation fan working among you. That's the only explanation.
They got a mole.
And this mole he's probably earning high six figures, but he don't give a shit because it's all about the console war. That dude is living that life. He's about that life. And he's doing this work because there's just no explaining this. Like, Code? How do you?
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I was laughing my ass off. Like I say, if they were going for like spoof comedic value, man,
how do you?
They hit the mark because he was hilarious.
Who brought this up? Whose idea is this? Whose man's is this? Like, who thought of this? Like, I would be in this meeting like I would be looking at him, listening. I'm like, this dude's about to get fired. And then in the background, I hear Phil, I love it. I would be like that. I would be like, Xbox is doomed, bro. Like, I would be like this right now. I would have been like, J-Dub, you got any more of those contracts? I'll be hitting up J-Dub for a PlayStation contract right now. I'll be hitting up Corey Barlog. I'll be like, any job offerings? Because this shit ain't gonna last, bro. And Corey Barlog would be like, why? What's going on? Oh, you'll see. Check out Xbox YouTube in about 10 minutes. You're about to see right now. This shit is funny, bro. Do you think Microsoft and Xbox is in a position to be clowning like this? Because they still ain't got games. Did I cut out again?
Okay, I hear you now.
I cut out again?
Yeah, I lost
You
him.
went out for a second. You went out for a second.
Do you think Xbox is in a position to be clowning? Especially when they still ain't got games.
I do. I mean, I enjoyed the Rock. I ain't gonna even hold you. It was great to me. I had a lot of fun with it. I done watched it like 8 times. And your remix that you posted.
Oh yeah, that's funny. That's just funny. You only enjoying it because
I need to watch that.
You only enjoying it because you're going against the super thoughts or the super bots. What do you call them? Ultra bots. That's the only reason why you're the bot ultras. That's the only reason why you're enjoying it because you know it's pissing them off. You know they're not happy with this. They're not happy with this.
Man, as soon as I seen it, I was like, man, why didn't I think of this? And it was so well done. Man, it was so well done.
Oh man, I'm gonna create one for Nintendo. I'm gonna watch.
I still don't see why you so upset that Nintendo is getting their money's worth.
I'm gonna get a spoof for Nintendo. I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna find one. I'm gonna get the wild ponies on this one. I'm gonna get the wild ponies. I'm gonna find the wild ponies. Wild ponies. Yeah, wild ponies. We're gonna do one on Nintendo over this OLED shit. But anyway, I just found it funny. It's funny as hell. Like right now, oh man, I don't know. I can't. I don't know, man. Microsoft's not doing themselves any favors right now, right? Like I don't know.
Bro, what type of commercial do you want them to make? Like, what do you think is appropriate
really,
if you don't like this?
Really, Microsoft should just keep their mouth shut and just release the games at this point. They don't have to do nothing.
They
else.
Can't, but they
can't.
They don't have that luxury yet
they
because they're
talk too
still
damn much. They talk too damn much. They talk a lot. Don't you feel?
Yeah, they kind of have to though, because they're not in a position.
Do you think they like? But don't you feel that they're over talking now? Like, do you feel? Let me ask you this: does it seem like they are talking more than releasing? Like their conversation is over. Like there's so much talking and not enough doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is that you have a point, but at the same time, like everything that they have in the oven right now is still going to take a little bit more time until it's done. And by them still talking that much, they still keeping the conversation going. And if you're solely an Xbox platform, you're taking that you're cool with, for the most part, you're cool with that. I mean, they still have games. They're third-party games. They still have third-party games, but because they don't have the exclusives yet, they have to keep talking and keep the conversation going. Because if they go silent, then it's like, okay, we don't have any exclusives. We haven't heard anything from Xbox in months. What the hell is going on? So I mean, conversely, look at what happened with PlayStation. PlayStation has been silent and consistently producing top tier games, and people were still like, "Man, PlayStation ain't saying shit." You know what I mean? Like people were all over PlayStation's back for not talking, and they were actually delivering games. So Xbox, if they go silent, dude, people are gonna be like, "Well, what the hell? Like, are they still there?"
But when you open your mouth,
so I think they're doing what they need to do right now.
But when you open your mouth,
I don't want to. Go ahead, Rob.
Hey, quick question. But when you open your mouth and this is what you're saying, like, is this effective?
I mean, it worked on me. I think
it was effective.
I don't know what to tell you.
All right. So you said it worked on you. What did it work? What did it do? Besides laugh at them.
It brought levity and fun and enjoyment, and it was just like, man, that was lighthearted. Huh?
It was fun.
Yeah, it was. Like I showed it to the wife and everything. We was all watching it and laughing it. So the kids didn't know what it meant.
So the most entertainment you got on Xbox was this YouTube video, and not the actual Xbox Series X you own. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
He twisted their words like a pretzel. What
was it? Intellectual honesty. I'm a lawyer right now.
Yeah. So look, here's the thing, y'all. Like I keep saying this, and different people challenge me on this, but I don't know. I can only speak from what I see on my timeline, and then I follow. I've made a list of like certain Xbox influencers and just the Xbox community, and the mistake that I think y'all are making is that y'all expect. So Xbox is catering to their fans, and Xbox, in my opinion, is not catering to all of gaming. Xbox is trying to keep their fans happy and then get more and more people onto Gamepass. And for that fan base, Xbox doesn't need to do anything because that fan base is already content with what Xbox is. They don't believe that you need a bunch of AAA games to make Xbox better. They are perfectly content with the indies and trying stuff in Game Pass. They don't believe that it's a big deal that it's been almost 700 days since the AAA release. They don't believe that exclusives matter. So for those people, what Xbox is doing is just fine. And Xbox does not have to do much of anything to make those people happy. Conversely, PlayStation people, like I've said it before, they want to kill Jim Ryan. They want him fired. They don't like what he's doing. They don't like this. They don't like that. The Xbox community, again, that I see, all they do is complain about things on PlayStation. They never complain about things on Xbox. Xbox is great. PlayStation is wrong for charging $10 for an upgrade. Xbox is great, and then they'll say the same stuff you said, Rock. Well, you can get a Series S with Game Pass for cheaper than a Nintendo. And again, I mean, the numbers show don't nobody want that shit. People getting what they want from Nintendo because this is what we want. Nintendo gamers is not satisfied with that little piddly shit that Xbox is doing. But
I got
Xbox
a story on that Series
to
S.
those people. Yeah, Xbox is speaking to the people that are already content, and they trying to bring people in the Game Pass, and they using the voices of these zealots to do it. And like that's the long and short of it.
Okay.
Hearing you.
So let me just to give the the quick version. You're telling me that the fan base of Xbox are happy that they saw a video from a 1995 R&B group who had one hit to sell Game Pass, and that makes them happy. That's what you're telling me.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Absolutely.
Hey yo, Doc Dark.
Absolutely.
Yo, Doc Dark. That's what makes you happy. You pay $4.99 for your Xbox Series X, so you can see a defunct 1995 R&B group with a one hit
Defunct.
selling Game Pass. That's what's popping on Xbox. Oh my God, gaming is going down the shitter.
Well, I mean,
oh my God.
Again,
Thank God for PlayStation. My God.
But P-Rock, you gotta think though. It's PR and it's mind share. And the thing is people like, man, did you see that Xbox commercial with All for One? And then they laugh and they're like, man, that mess was hilarious.
Yeah. And then ask them,
it
are you gonna buy an Xbox? They're gonna be like, hell no, I ain't buying that shit.
Well, see, here's I'll piggyback off of what Code said about the Xbox catering to their existing fans, which they don't have to do anything for that, but what they managed to do right by laying out, like, I started paying attention. I never paid attention to Xbox even through the 360 era. I started paying attention to Xbox when Phil Spencer came on and they started buying studios and he started talking about what their roadmap is. And Xbox is almost like a gigantic cruise ship. You can't pivot on a dime like a speedboat. So it's like you're trying to pull this big ass cruise ship in a U-turn and get it going back in the right direction again. And it takes time and resources. And I'm not making up excuses because they've gone forever without having any exclusives. But what they've done is they've laid out an effective roadmap. And then on top of that, they're showing that they have a degree of levity as well. And they produce something like this, the music video and everything. So it's showing like, I'm not trying to say like a human side, but they're showing with the bit of levity that they've injected, they're showing a side like, hey guys, we can have fun. Yeah, the games are coming. We're working on it. We know it's been a long wait. We've got Game Pass and, there are some good games in there. There's a lot of stuff that isn't. But if you look at everything, there's only like, not even half of anything is going to be top tier quality. That's just the way it is in books, in movies, in music, in video games. In a selection of 100, maybe 10 might be good. That's just simple numbers.
It's like Netflix, 1,000 movies, but people only watch like maybe 100.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, that's Game Pass is not going to be any different than anything else. It's going to be volume and there's going to be a lot of gems in there, but there's always going to be more rocks than there are gems. That's just the way it is. So, they're just trying to, they're trying to keep engaged with their fan base and they're trying to have fun and they're trying to keep everybody smiling and engaged while they're trying to get those games to you, so I don't envy. Yeah, I don't envy Phil Spencer's position, but I admire the titanic effort that he's exerted into righting this ship. Because, walking into that job, I couldn't even imagine trying to walk into that job and steer this ship back in the right direction. But, the man is doing it. So, some might say that the music video was cringe and everything. I had a good time with it.
Hey, real quick, nephew. So I'm looking at some of the comments in this video, and I'm seeing stuff like one of the best gaming commercials in years. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Now this is quality. I love my PS4 and PS5, and then in all caps, and I will get an SSX when exclusives drops. But hey, Phil Spencer, this tickled me. I actually loved it. Well played. So it's like stuff like this all over the place, man. 1.2 thousand comments. Some of them is giving it smoke, like y'all need to be ashamed. But like, there's a lot of people that's happy with this commercial, Rock.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people that are happy with Xbox with no games.
A lot of people. The best way to get people on your side is to make them laugh.
Mentally ill, man. That's the theme of the show. We got some sick people.
The most effective way to get people on your side is to make them laugh. You're trying to get with a girl, you make her laugh.
Oh yeah, we laughing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. When we saw Craig, we laughed a whole lot. When we saw Craig, we laughed a whole lot. Man, we got a good laugh on that one. When we saw Craig, we laughed a whole lot. I laughed a whole lot with that one.
I hope they keep Craig in Infinite and make him an unkillable character. I don't want to see him go away.
Yeah, I think the key, you got to make them laugh with you, not at you.
Yeah, not at you. Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you this: are you laughing with Microsoft? Are you laughing at? Are you laughing with Xbox or laughing at Xbox?
I'm laughing with it. I don't know about nephew, but like I keep telling you, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
I was laughing with him. I had a good time.
I'm laughing at him. I'm having a good time. Not only am I laughing at them, I'm laughing at every Xbox fanboy on Twitter. I'm laughing at all of y'all because y'all all co-signing this. Y'all gonna get this work, but you know what? But not even. Of course they are. But not even. Not really. I mean, again, I'm still focusing on Nintendo.
The Xbox fan base. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Rob.
No, I'm just saying I'm still focused on Nintendo. They're worse. So.
For right now.
No. Xbox is gonna get a reprieve for a little while. I'm gonna rag on Nintendo for the next couple of weeks.
Again, the Xbox fan base, whatever Xbox does, they are happy with it, and like. They could say, we don't want purple controllers. Purple controllers are trash. And then next week, Xbox release a purple controller and like, oh man, purple controllers are fabulous. And then the next week, they'll be like, oh man, now orange controllers are fabulous. It's like, there's not really a bunch of individuals with individual takes. It is everybody rallies behind whatever the current message is for Xbox.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
Even if it's against things that they personally said. So Xbox doesn't need to do anything for those people. They are happy.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. We definitely need universal health care quickly. Anyway, so that's it. That's the last topic. Wait,
but Rock, you haven't really explained why you think it's trash. You just said you laughed at it and it was cringe, but like, why?
That shit. Listen, that's something I expect out of Saturday Night Live. I don't expect that from a company who's like way behind the power curve. That's like trying to be in the Olympics and you're getting your ass whooped. That's like the Knicks making joke commercials and they haven't won a championship in like since 1970 something. I will slap the shit out of the Knicks. Now you think this shit is funny? You better get your punk ass in the gym and shoot them 500 shots. What the hell are you doing?
Let me take you back.
Imagine if the Knicks be like, I swear, you better swear your ass in the gym and get them 500 shots. I ain't got time for you making music videos and shit. We out here got our ass whooped by Atlanta. You made Trae Young look like he's goddamn Jordan. Motherfucker came in the Garden dropping 40 points in our house in New York. Man, you better get your ass in the gym and stop fucking around with these music videos. You out your mind. I better see some sweat, some crying. I better see some pain in your eyes. If I see you on TV, I better see tears and pain and muscle twitch. Boy, I ain't trying to hear this shit.
You one of them, you one of them New York niggas.
Yeah, I ain't trying to hear this shit.
But every company does humor though. Like, remember back during the Sega Genesis days when they did that commercial and they were doing it like an info commercial and they're like, and dogs love it too, and it shows like a dog eating kibble.
The PlayStation one was that dude. I forgot that dude. Oh, in the PlayStation 3. He was like the spokesperson for PlayStation. You ever seen him?
I
forgot his name, man. Oh, hold up. Oh, man. Let me look it up.
Yeah, you lost me with that.
You don't remember those commercials? Oh my God! You guys gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna give you the name.
I don't think I remember that.
Oh my God, man! You guys definitely weren't ponies back then. He was a comedian.
Well,
But
I'm more of a gaming mercenary.
his name was Kevin Butler. Go to YouTube.
Sure.
Look up Kevin Butler. There was nothing but commercials. There was nothing but Kevin Butler commercials. And this dude, you'll see. That's it. I'm gonna just leave that for the audience that don't know PlayStation. Look up Kevin Butler. Go to YouTube, and you're welcome.
Oh, that dude.
You're
I
welcome.
remember this dude.
You're welcome. You guys are welcome. Enjoy what the PlayStation 3
I definitely
has.
remember this
You know
dude.
what I'm saying? But at least that's funny. This, I swear, man, I don't know, man. They I mean, I feel sorry for the group if they're trying to make a comeback.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember him now. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
If they're trying to make a comeback on Spotify, this ain't it.
They probably got a little bag from Microsoft. They cool.
Y'all should have went with Lil Wayne, Young Moolah, baby. Like started something with him. I don't know. This ain't it. We'll save it for the after show. It sounds like an off-air story. The Ramon files.
Hey, one thing about nephew that a lot of people don't know. So this was his first ever Xbox, and he only got it like at launch, right? Like, so he hasn't even had it for a year.
Oh wow!
But on Twitter, he was, and like his entire gaming life has been PlayStation up until November.
Okay.
And people was calling him a bot, right? And so
you gotta love it.
He didn't really know how to defend Xbox. He was just talking about what he was doing and the fun he was having. But because he was saying positive things about Xbox, people were saying he was a bot, right? So I'm laughing at it. And so he's trying to explain, but Rock, you know how you can't explain nothing on Twitter.
I told you.
And so the more you explain,
I learned the worse it gets.
Yeah, exactly, and that's exactly what happened.
You probably 30. You're like 30 tweets down. And I'm like, yeah, you done?
Bro,
you think you got through to them? You got through to them?
Bro, that's a warning you gave me that I should have listened to, but I didn't listen. I kept.
I wish I'd had it at that time.
Oh man!
So now
Optimus like 40 tweets down. I'm like, how's it going, brother? Things going good?
Yeah, because they all still there, man. Like 25 tweets deep. I'm still trying to explain patiently. Yeah, them days over with, as y'all can tell. But the thing is, so nephew has this reputation for being a bot when it's like he barely even played on Xbox. So every time I see him now, I just like always like shut up, bot, or
I see why. And then they're like, let me see your gamer score. They see your low gamer score. This guy plays no games. Like, I just started.
Exactly. Dude, my gamer score is like 3,000.
They don't give a shit. You're gonna get it. Oh man, these dudes are ruthless.
Right, that's just proof that you bots don't play no games.
Yeah, that's proof. They assume you had the OG Xbox for the last 20 years. See, they play no games. Got Xbox for 20 years. He ain't play shit.
So basically, I'm feeding the stereotype.
Yeah, you're feeding the stereotype. You know, it's all about the narrative. Winners get to decide. Victors get to decide history and how it played out.
Oh, facts. Man, that's a good point right there.
That's it. Victors decide how history went. You know what I'm saying? You know, we celebrated July 4th and we were patriots. If we would have lost the war, that would have been a day of treason. They would have been known as damn terrorists. So it depends on who wins, terrorists or patriots.
Pretty much.
The winner gets to decide who's who. You know what I'm saying? Since we won, we patriots.
Facts.
And England was the big bad. It was the horrible country oppressing us because they were taxing us and giving us bad tea. So we dumped that shit in the Boston Bay. Anyway,
this man went back to the Boston Tea Party.
Anyway,
he went all the way back.
Awesome, man. Hey, this was a great time. We're going to about wrap this up. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We're going to give a shout out to Ramon. It's Ramon, right? That's how you pronounce it? Yeah. Ramon Terrell, man.
Oh, yeah. It's a breath of fresh air when I could hear it.
Yeah,
Ramon, how do you say it? Say it.
I just say Ramon. But back when I used to speak Spanish. Oh, well, technically it's Ramon.
It's Ramon.
So, yeah.
Man, it's Ramon just like us. You a regular nigga just like us.
Shit. He's like, you know what? That's it, man. Stop. He like the substitute.
That's how it is. If you
he like the substitute. What was it? From Key and Peele? You know, D nice, Denise, D nice, Denise, D nice, Denise, D nice. Okay, it's D nice. God damn it! This is the shit I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yank the door off the hinges.
What was that? Yo, I can't even. I gotta look at that episode again. Jay Quillen.
A.
Jacqueline. God damn it! This is the bullshit. Oh, Ron. How come you didn't say? How come you didn't answer up the first time? I didn't hear you heard me. How come you didn't answer him? Because it's Aaron. God. Jay Quillen. That was my favorite one. Jay Quillen. Oh, like Jay Quillen. Yo. Jacqueline? Oh God, them dudes are for Jay Quillen. Yo, them dudes is funny. Oh my God. Anyway, hey, Ramon, hey, so you're going to be doing a little bit more podcasting? You're going to be going around? Hey, I just got to give you things. So I gave you rights. That means you ain't got to jump in the general room. You could jump straight to the 60 Frames and All That podcast room. So you could jump in anytime. So today, you were a guest. I opened the fridge. Hey, what you want? You know, oh yeah, I had to get the Don P. You know, I had to break out the Don P just for you, you know, because... You know, you don't do Natty Light and shit. So I had to break out the special stuff for him. You know what I'm saying? I had to break out the good stuff for him, right? For our guests, right? I had to do the high roller, right? You know, give him the star treatment. But tomorrow, I ain't opening shit. Like, you get your own goddamn Don P. Crack whatever you want. Hell, give me some while you're there. You know what I'm saying? So you're welcome. You can hop in anytime now. You know what I'm saying? But what's up? Are you just gonna hover around? Are you gonna do something?
Just do some podcasts here and there with, you know, friends like such as yourself and so forth. You know, I'm not going to be doing anything like starting a show because I'm too maxed out. Okay. Like between writing books and then acting and then the day job.
Oh, nice.
I don't have the time to to do that. But like I really enjoy jumping on like you guys' shows. So like I have a blast.
Yeah, man, you are welcome anytime. So how's this like? Because I know like Arrow was filmed in Canada, right? Vancouver. If I remember correctly.
You'd be surprised how many shows are filmed up here. But so yeah, Vancouver,
lot, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so there's a lot of acting gigs.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That shit, I might start, man.
Yeah.
I might get into that bullshit.
Man, this man's craft bullshit.
No, not his craft. I didn't mean it like that. You know, I'm gonna start doing some Xbox commercials.
Oh wow.
Yo, I'll tell you what, if Xbox hit me up and was like, we want you to do a commercial, I'll be like, all right. When do you want me?
Like, what do you want me to do? Right. Pretend you're playing, tell them, pretend you're playing Game of the Year level titles. And this guy's going to be like, you think I'm Al Pacino or something? Goddamn. Oh, shit. They're going to be like, hey, we need your acting skills. When you're playing games on Gamepass, we want you to play as if you're playing Game of the Year level blockbusters. And this guy's going to be like, man, these motherfuckers think I'm fucking, you know, Al Pacino or some shit. Fucking, like, who the hell can act that? Like, there ain't no Game of the Year up in this motherfucker. Oh, shit. But, hey, I'm glad you have it on. I'm glad you came on. I truly appreciate it. Again, you're welcome anytime. Optimus. Yo, Nintendo's getting this work. I'm going to thrash them on my timeline. Oh, my God. I'm going to start a movement. No hashtag no OLED.
Wow, this man, none of your points are valid, okay. Rock. You usually be right on the money, but no, you know, I think you got such a distaste for Nintendo.
No, I didn't have it until that moment. That was the term feather that tipped the scale. That sucker was an elephant. They wasn't even fun. They just dropped a whole lion on my lap. I'm like, oh hell no, you're gonna get this work. You're gonna do this to me? Right. Oh man. You know, like no justice, no peace, no upgrade, no 350.
This dude. So, like, you don't care about Nintendo or Switch, so why is this an issue for you?
No, I do care. You know, I was actually waiting for the Pro. And then they released this bullshit. Now, this bullshit...
What Pro?
This bullshit... I know. That's what I'm saying. They announced this bullshit. I would have been fine with this bullshit.
So, you've been listening to these insiders.
Okay, no, listen. I was hoping. But if they didn't release the Pro, I would have been fine. I said I would have gotten the Switch anyway. Then they released this bullshit. And I'm like, now again, if this would have been the replacement to the current Switch, phase out the old Switch, whatever's remaining for $250, this new for $300, because it's really the Switch with just a screen. That's all it really is. That's all it really is. It's nothing to it. Then I would have been like, all right, I got it. I'll get this new shit for $300. They phase out the old shit, buy this new shit. It's like a PS3 Slim. It's like the PS4 Slim. Got it. They just need a little tiny adjustment, a little whatever, boom, got it. $300. All right, got it. This is normal shit. I would not have been mad. But this shit, a price increase? Oh no, Nintendo's gonna get this work. I'm gonna start the movement. I'm gonna
sit back and watch it while I'm playing on my OLED.
Yeah, at 720p with your bifocals. Looking at this shit like, man, I can't see this tiny ass sword. Fuck he wearing? Fuck he doing here? Oh shit!
You just went out.
I went out again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Nintendo headquarters messing with me. You know how they are. they don't like nobody online talking about them. They don't like that. They don't.
All this Nintendo slander got the cease.
Yeah, they don't play that shit. Anyway, hey, my friends, my fellow gamers. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Go check out Kevin Butler. Enjoy that too. And hey, to the guest Ramon, thank you very much for appearing. You're welcome anytime. And of course, Optimus, you always here. You understand what I'm saying? But we're gonna get you off this. We're gonna get you off this Nintendo high horse. You will see the light. You will see the light. Take care, everybody.